Oh, come on. Luck be a lady tonight. Don't make me flip this. All right. Starting off with the Min Min versus the Cobra. Yo, Poggers. Poggers luck, though. Poggers. All right, so we got the Min going in against the Cobra. Junior and Iceman both have one of the Rams on, obviously using the opposite types. Iceman loves getting those stun confirms off. And on Dragon Arms, who can blame you? He keeps that thing refreshed, and every time you're going to get a stun, even when it's uncharged, or even when it's not a big boy, you're going to get so much out of it. You're going to refresh Dragon Arms and something nice. But Junior putting on the pressure, making sure he can't get it out. Ooh, nice freeze right there by Iceman, but he's going to get knocked down. Junior not wanting to get grabbed out of that ice, but it's not going to matter. It's going to happen out of the stun anyways. Junior trying to mount this pressure forward, but Iceman backing up to the wall. He is not scared to play in the back if he needs to. And especially at this long range, he's going to have a better time dodging Guardian than if he was nice and up close and personal. Ooh, Junior tries to get out of the way, and he's very close, but some slight clipping occurs. And he's going to be down to the last bit of his health. Has no arm, but the Guardian is so big it doesn't matter anyways. Oh, man. Remember when Yabuki said that girth was supposed to be a way to nerf characters? Yeah, I remember that, too. Oh, nice little grab there by Iceman. Just grabbing in neutral is one of the biggest brain plays sometimes. Absolutely, as the kids say, Pager. Alright, same sets going in. Both of them leading off with the grab, and Iceman able to get his Dragon Arm off of Junior, waiting for the recoil. Gets a stun, confirms it into the Ice Dragon. Junior, though, he's starting that move forward. Shield to try to stave off what I think he was anticipating Iceman's Ice Dragon right there. He does get the knockdown, though. Iceman has the rush. Neither of them have used one yet. Iceman does not really seem like he's really in any hurry to get this thing used. He might be in a hurry to get this thing used now. Junior has taken the lead after that devastating stun and grab. Iceman taking it slow. Got an arm very close to broken. Now his life is very close to over. He's sitting on a third of his health bar. And that Guardian, man, up close and personal. Oh, it curves around! That was so smart! It curves around! Junior recording, coming back. Iceman going for another one of those grabs, but it's not going to work on him anymore. And Junior catches him in the act. And he will be taking the round with a slick little rush. Alright, still sticking with the same sets. Both of them taking one round. Obviously, they're thinking the counterplay here is not necessarily set, but just adapting to each other. But we might have some adaptation that might be implemented very soon when this trampoline comes out. It's only taken one hit so far in 3 rounds, so I don't know if it's going to come out. But if it does, that's good for Junior. Iceman now trying to take on the role Junior was before of the aggressor, but it's not working out for him. Goes for the rush right there to make sure he doesn't get hit by the Guardian. But unfortunately, it's just not going to work out. That retract on the ring is too good. Oh, that Guardian got so close! You can see Iceman kind of deer in the headlights right there. Now he does have the trampoline out. That's not great. Junior really doesn't have any arms that are going to do anything for him at this range. It's all going to be character-specific stuff. Rush coming out. Iceman is able to get out of the way. Junior looked like he threw it a little too far to Iceman's right, trying to anticipate a dash or something. Now every resource here is in Iceman's favor, including that game, because he just won it. Fun fact. Did you know, gaming? And I believe this round is best of 3, I think. I don't know for sure. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't read. I spent 3 hours yesterday listening to Fierce Battle for Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. I don't have time to study. All right. Looks like we are going over to Buster. Oh, wait, there's round plates. I forgot there's a round plate. Dude, I'm learning so much every day. Where is winner's round 1? Yo, okay, I'm learning every day. Every day is an opportunity for education. It looks like Junior is using his big brain to switch out to a roaster here. While it won't necessarily have the best traction against these arms, it can definitely just plow down both of Iceman's medium arms. That was, I don't know why he went for that punch to the Guardian. I don't know if that was intentional or just some kind of weird slip up, but that looked amazing. As his Dragon Arm up right now on that Chakram. Knocks Junior down back, but since Junior's not playing a resource-heavy character, it's not like he's really losing anything for it, other than some positioning. This back wall is actually going to do him a lot of favors. He won't really have any space to go back, but with the Guardian in place, I don't think he also really needs that. He's going back on the aggressive, using those Cobra Hops, but Iceman with the perfect curvature. Dang, look at those curves that Iceman's got. Oh, Junior keeping that on now. Health is relatively even. Iceman barely getting clipped right there. I'm actually surprised he did get knocked down like that. Now Junior playing anticipatory, gonna go for his counter rush, and it's gonna land. It looks like maybe Iceman was just like 3 frames too slow, or Junior was 3 frames too fast. You know what I'm saying. Close. Junior has turned this around, gets the stun, and yeah, that's gonna be it for that round. Unless you've got your wiggle game on point, you're getting out of that one, Chief. You gotta make sure you're flicking that stick like a little, a little wiggle. Alright, now the switch over to Sparky from the Ice Dragon. Iceman, okay, his wiggle was pretty good, but maybe don't switch it to the Guardian like that. Oh no! Every time that Guardian gets up in his face, I'm so scared for him now. Tries to time that grab with Junior's landing, hoping to beat out the lag, but just timed a little bit wrong, and Junior keeps on pumping that roaster into him. He does give him Dragon Arm pretty consistently, and it's gonna punch down that Guardian for the first time. Iceman really needs to make something happen though. He's not too far behind right now, but Junior's definitely the one controlling the pace of the match. That Guardian knocked down again, but still nothing out of it. And Junior actually uses it to his advantage, making Iceman take a little bit of the bait. Another Dragon Arm. Junior, though, still not phased. He's actually doing the opposite of what a lot of Min opponents would do. And he's moving in pretty much exclusively when the Dragon Arm is out. Gonna go for his rush. Misses the first time, but then on the lock around, he ends up getting it. And Junior is gonna be at 1-1. I don't think... what's the map going to be, actually? If map is something very specific... Okay, looks like they're going Mazo. Okay, I guess... Yeah, if they're going back to Mazo, I could see Ice Dragon working again. I just feel like Junior's kind of adapted around that, Sometimes when you're trying to be a new dog, you don't want to pull out your old tricks. Oh, here's a new trick. Iceman Coil. I've heard about this, but I don't think I've seen this before. Okay, we got the Mrs. Clean type motif going on here. The Chilla and the Thunderbird. Good arm to try to knock down that roaster. 2 arms to knock down that roaster sometimes. And a good arm to get around the Guardian. Yeah, I can see this working. The only issue that I think we could have right here is sometimes, since Coil's mobility is very lengthy and King Cobra is more bursty, I could see this coming out in Junior's favor just from a mobility standpoint. And it looks like while Iceman is moving pretty good, I don't know if he's got like that top Coil level of fluidity with him yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know how many Coils would have got hit by the Guardian while they're rushing. Yeah, Junior has this on lock. He is just bullying Iceman now. Iceman needs to find a way to manipulate the camera. Junior is the one taking all of Coil's tricks and applying them here. Yeah, just that Junior's movement is just really good against Coil right now. I'm kind of surprised about, honestly, considering there's not a lot of Coils. Switching over to the Fun Shock. This is a change where I'm going to say, I don't know about that one, Bob. It's worked out so far, and I guess he does have more parrying power against one specific arm, but he's losing the ability to get around Junior's projectiles. I guess he's just like compensating for his movement right now with that. Oh yeah, he's lucky that that didn't extend all the way out. I know you can parry Guardian when it's coming towards you, but man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Trying to apply the pressure, but Junior says that's fake as heck, and he starts moving in again. Has Rush online, but as you know, Coil is never far behind from hers. Does manage to get it on the lock. And Iceman now down to the last quarter of his health. Gonna be at Rush soon. Did land it the last time, but I think Junior's gonna be a little bit more spry and a little more flashy with his movement if he needs to be. Played into his shield, gets out of the way. The Fun Chuck tries to curve, but Junior's just able to get out. Puts out that roaster, and that's gonna be it. Junior's taking that 2-1, unless that's not actually it. All right, from what I can tell, that is it, and I was correct. I'm smart. Junior is having a bit of a time. He's having a bit of a time right now saying the word cool. We got Q semicolon. That's okay. Take your time. All right, it looks like I'm doing the opposite of Diana Ross, and I'm actually I guess that I'm leading in the footsteps of Diana Ross, and I'm coming out. Waiting for the next match to get Stizzity started. Look at all these people playing ARMS. That's like 7 people. That's crazy. All right, I have no idea what's in store for us. I don't know if anyone's been playing off stream or not. So I'm finding out at the same time as you guys. Okay, we do have one bracket update so far. Kosa has taken it 2-1 over Akrim. I don't know if Rep Yam has started or not. Could not tell you, Bob. I could start snooping. The thing I don't tell you guys is I'm actually a super sleuth. I played Persona 4 Golden, which means that I'm basically Naruto now. Looks like Refa Penzo has finished up. Couldn't tell you who won. As far as I can tell, that's it. Yeah, Rifa Penzo finished up with Rifa taking it 2-1, meaning Rifa's gonna be fighting Junior in round 2. Okay, and it looks like Rep Yam has started. And I think Yam took it from what I'm seeing in the bands. Yeah, from what I can tell, looks like Yam took game 1. Game 2? Maybe that's game 3. Could not tell you, Bob. Just could not tell you, Bob. Okay, I do have my next match ready. Rifa versus Junior. So, I kind of kind of hope that we're gonna see the Rifa Ninjara with the dragon, just because I want to see how Junior's gonna handle another dragon with that Guardian. But I have a feeling we're seeing the Masango or some new variation thereupon the Ninjara. I don't know. This is kind of just as far as I know, this is just a for funsies type thing. Got my code. Again, I need you guys to be good boys and girls, okay? Everybody promise. Everybody promise. Wait, am I making it? Did I hit make it? Oh, I hit create lobby. Gee, diddly dang it. Alright, where's the boys? Where's the boys? There's the boys. Y'all know what I'm going in with. Okay, I think Rifa created this, so let me get these nameplates in and stuff out of here. Bonk. 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 I think Junior's staying on the right, yeah? Yeah, I think so, which means I don't know how to bonk that one. And then Rifa. Bonk. Wow, look at that. Flawless transition. Beautiful staging here. Okay, we are seeing the Rifa Ninjara, and it is a variation thereupon. Popper Lockjaw. Yeah, I don't think Junior was expecting this, and like, wasn't really anticipating a counter set to be needed for this. If Rifa hasn't playing this, I certainly haven't heard about it. I didn't know that Rifa was a meatball man. Junior is putting that pressure on, waiting for that Lockjaw to be in a bad position to come out, and then just punishing with that roaster every time. Rifa, though, catching on, positioning himself more directly in front of Junior. The issue he's going to have with that is something we're seeing right there. That Guardian is just going to be ever present in that approach. Yeah, it looks like it hasn't really exited his direct line of sight once. Does manage to get the power off right there, giving him some more approach options. But you really can't get that close in the personal. Hesitates against the Guardian getting knocked down. Gonna go for the Russian. Junior once again with that Guardian and Roaster combination is gonna be pulling through. I think Rifa was counting on the Lockjaw powering through the glove since it was gonna come out first. But man, is that spicy meatball take a little bit of taking a while to come out. It's a slow burn. It's a slow burn. Junior just keeping up his Titanic defense. The only thing that's going to be able to sink this is some faster button presses, but not going to find it there. That's just going to cut through his popper. And Penzo, I just read what you said, and I hate you. I just don't want to talk to you anymore. Just ever. Pogger and Pogjaw. It's not okay. It's not okay. Rifa has switched off the Lockjaw to the Chakram. Have Rush online. Junior is obviously going to want to save his for response. If it comes down to both of them clashing, it's really going to come down to who's got the angle on the Chakram. Unfortunately, it's not really going to matter for Rifa. He's just going to get hit while he's in the air. Junior taking the odd opportunity to rush first. Rifa now going to unleash his. It does land. Stutters a little in the middle, but still gets 295 out of it. Health relatively even, but Rifa in a slight lead. His approach going around the Guardian, making sure to use a lot of same way dashes. That way Junior can't retract, and the Guardian has a really hard time getting to where he's at. Very smart play. Able to punch down the Chakram, waiting for that lock. Oh my god! How did he get over that? Someone call Bennett Body, because this man was getting over it. Holy crap. Phases around, but the Guardian self-punishes. I've only seen this power once before. It didn't scare me then, but it does now. Oh, he almost got through that. But, just didn't listen to enough Avenged Sevenfold, because he did not get through those Fire and Flames, man. That is going to put Junior up a game. Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to see another set coming out from Rifa. I liked it. Don't get me wrong, I liked it. But I think Rifa, based on what he's saying in the Discord, might be feeling a little frustrated. All right, yeah, we're going back to the old classic. Yo, is that Nair of the best Twitter account on Twitter.com play ARMS? Alright, Rifa is switching over to the classic fork and knife combination. Junior, though, he's got that plate and spoon. He's really looking to clean up anything Rifa has. Both of them get the trade. Rifa coming in, though, getting the better one, knocking Junior down out of the air. Rifa, though, still pressed up against his back wall, and the Guardian absorbing everything that he's trying to put out. Junior's got Rifa in a tight spot. You can tell that he's desperately fighting to just get around. Junior not encumbered by that Guardian being knocked down, and is just going to be able to hop, leap, and skip over everything Rifa wants to throw out. Now Junior's landing that rush on Rifa's end lag from jumping. Oh, safety rush right there. That was such a safety rush. It worked out. He got 350 off of it. But that was, I could hear that mashing from here. Oh, gets the grab right there on Rifa. Now Rifa down. I don't think he can't take anything. The only thing he can take is Junior's life. That's the only way that he'll win this. Best maneuver around, but that Guardian, even when it's not there, it's there. It's kind of insane. I mean, you use a set for what, 3 years? I think Junior's been using that since like the beginning of time. Rifa messes up the rush, and Junior's able to just shield and save his own. Yeah, you keep the set on for 3 years. I think you're gonna learn some stuff. I just have a feeling. Switching over to the Mander, paying instant dividends. At least in this first instance, we'll see how he's paying off. But he really is knocking the wind out of Junior with that wind. Gets the grab on the wake of Junior not wanting to throw out that Guardian for fear that he might get hit with another Mander. Now Rifa trying his best to get out of the way, but Ninjara still gets janked out really hard by rushes, no matter where he is or what they are. Now Junior playing a lot more to his shield with his movement. And by his shield, I don't mean the Guardian. I mean pulling in the funny left stick. I was so scared for Rifa that Guardian was actually going to be like right there beside him. That camera angle did not show me everything I needed to see for that. Oh, Junior barely avoiding. Staying in his shield. This might break it. No, he gets out of the way at the last second. Those arms are showing some major triangles. And triangles are not good. But he's making this work. Goes for his rush right here. No way Rifa's going to be able to get his way out of that one. Now Rifa down to the last bit of his health. He's got to make something happen lest he be knocked down to losers. First little bit of damage on the Trim Trampoline. Rifa's making it work. He's got him down to last hit each. I think Rifa's got a little bit of a lead if it comes down to a draw. He doesn't have a lead anymore because he's dead. That right there, clean 2-0 from Junior. I want to say that Junior is on fire, but with the way those Rams are hitting, it's his opponent, man. Their crap just hits differently. Crap just hits differently. All right, we got it. Let's see. Got any update on who's moving forward? Okay, Rep Kosa is going to be the next match in round 2. I don't know if I'm streaming that or not. Nobody's told me. But if so, Pogger. And if not, Pog match, though. Okay, I think we are showing Repkosa. I think that's gonna be a feast before your very eyes. Is this already winner's semis? I think this is winner's semis. I think I need to change the plate. There we go. Yeah, here's now the round. Demonic utterings. It's the lyrics to Fierce Battle from Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Oh, Nira, the lyrics are, they are, you'll never see it coming. You'll see that my mind is too fast for eyes. What are the rest of the lyrics? The last surprise. One Securundo guy's got just a little bit of challenges to make. Oh dear lord. How am I gonna turn this? I gotta change some monitoring options now. I gotta figure out how I can get Discord audio and the I gotta figure out how to get Discord audio in my ear without sending the volume from the capture device and from frick me, dude. Oh crap, Tamash's in there too. We'll figure this out as we go. We'll figure this out as I'm going. It's a learning process. Again, it's not Hama streaming if it's not very scuffed. Gotta make some adjustments. Oh, howdy doody.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's your girl, Layla. It's good to be here.
Yeah, everybody tell me if you can hear her well. My desktop audio is slightly jankaroo. So let me know if everything sounds Gucci. How are you doing today?
Doing okay. Last shift of retail done and dusted. Tried to get home as quickly as I could, but yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
Sometimes it kind of do be like that, though.
Right, I'm just glad it's over with, and looks like everyone's having fun so far.
Yeah. Oh, the people who have fought Junior, I don't know if I would say that. He's been kind of on fire today. Like it's kind of a thing of beauty to behold. Oh, we got the Kosa Lola. Yeah, we got the Kosa Lola though.
Oh wow! And not only that, it's a Lola Ditto as well, so even better. I hope you like bouncy girls, because we're gonna have lots of them.
Let's see who's on. Alright, there we go. I think we're done with the stuff portion of today's stream. We got Rep on the Parabola! Yo, we got Rep on the Parabola! My baby boy is so big! I love to see it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to.
You are genuinely excited for the electrifying umbrella.
It's my baby boy! I love it so much! I named it Filbert.
Well, Filbert currently is getting hit and grabbed all over the place. Costa was a very solid start. Already with Rush available and gonna go for it as well. And Repsburg is unfortunately take every bit of that.
Yeah, I think with the set that Rep is fighting, it's understandable why that Parabola's kind of getting thrashed around. Well, it looks like it would be a good counter to the Tri-Blast. Sometimes it just isn't, because it can, like, snake one of the uncharged bullets, like, right around it and kind of just hit you unexpectedly in the face. And Tri-Blast is also not really a counter to Tri-Blast sometimes.
No, it really isn't. And obviously, with both of these characters, the Tri-Blast kind of does hit more times than any. Having said that, Replicant is not giving up here. Cosalina past the halfway mark, Dragon not quite hitting consistently as she would like to, but the Tri-Blast again, Covenant Push, not going to get the grab check on this occasion, but it's okay. The 1-2 follow-up next.
Yeah, sometimes Parabola just takes a little bit to get there. That's okay, that's okay, we love it anyways, and he's sticking with it! Oh, Rep, you brave soul! Aw, you make me the happiest person that's not related to you. Oh, goes for it, gets the rush up!
You love to see it happen, and Cosalina has to come back from behind and immediately comes out with the rush for Replicant on this occasion, and a block out of the walk-up.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Kosa didn't pepper more shots out of there. I know it would build Rep's rush, but getting that pushback that Lola suffers like really badly, more so than any character against rushes, I think would be really important for Kosa's game plan here. Because if Rep gets in, she's just kind of screwed sometimes. Like the arms that Rep has just has more parrying power against Dragon than Dragon's gonna have against Parabola in this range.
Yeah, and Cosalina is stuck in the one spot you do not want to be on in this stage. Especially with aggressive players, Replicant finally does get chipped on through, because again, the damage has already been done, and Cosalina's got a bit of an uphill struggle to go through here. And again, doesn't get caught by the Parabola on a little bit of a poke, gets into critical, and you feel like this is Replicant's point to lose here.
He's got a lot of health gain right here. It looks like Kosa's not really sure quite how to approach it. He's just trying to do her best to fish for some stuff. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but you got to figure it out before the round ends. Otherwise, your next round is going to be kind of janky.
And Replicant gets a free pass onto the rush as well now, so both will start with rush available. Will Cosalina decide to switch? Nope, is going to stick with the loadout from the get-go, and does get the better start this time round. Does land with the Tri-Blast and a nice, good grab. You always gotta love it when the time is exactly just on point. Replicant is going to bounce over on this occasion, however. Can't quite get the hit with the Parabola, but again, forcing Cosalina into the corner, and is going to block out the rest of the rush attempt.
Kosa, once again, not opting to make sure that Replicant has some space between them. Just going to let Rep get in on her. And now Rep is just chaining this forward. Every time Kosa tries to escape, Rep is going the exact same direction. Really making sure that Kosa's got nowhere to run. Goes for that classic jump into rush. Kosa now down to about half of her life. It's still pretty even, but okay, actually Kosa is managing to find a more prevalent strategy right now, but she's really got to make sure it sticks, and it looks like it is.
Yeah, I was going to say, once you get those consistent reads with the Dragon, the damage does start to come through, and especially chain it on top of the Tri-Blast as well. The explosion into laser. It's a lot of damage that just suddenly, before you know it, it just catches up with you, and another grab is going to throw Replicant into critical, and Cosalina, if she can land the rush on this occasion, will get the KO.
Kosa going for the rush, is gonna just keep peppering that damage and trying to break Rep's shield. He's got the caution triangles, but unfortunately no damage to back it up, but it doesn't matter, Kosa's got him down to the last hit! Oh, that Tri-Blast was so close!
And there it is! That was a beautiful move from Cosalina, had the Werewolf to bounce out of harm's way, come in with the Tri-Blast, and the Tri-Blast again coming in for that last hit, and Cosalina gonna start ourselves off with a 1-point lead of a 2-1 match.
Yeah, at first, it was a really weird storyline just in one match there. First Kosa going hard, then Rep going even harder, and then Kosa hardest. It was really nice to watch Kosa's adaptation there.
Well, for Replicant, they'll now have to go harder with a vengeance in this next match. What do you reckon they'll stick with the Parabola? I mean, you probably wish they do.
I want it! It's not gonna happen, but I want it so badly, but it's not gonna happen, but I want it. Probably Nuka? Probably Nuka Lola, if I had to guess.
Ooh.
'Cause I think Nade is just kind of good all the time, always. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, Nade is always a nice, reliable tool. It is an unguided arm, but the damage it can do is always well received.
Yeah.
And it's going to be another Lola.
The fact that if you're throwing that arm out and it's charged and it hits on a Lola air shield, sometimes it'll just explode them anyways. Like, it's kind of insane what you can do against Lola, but he's actually not bringing it to the first round. He'll be bringing Hydra Bird Shot.
Yeah, Grimwood's got that call spot on in the chat, and Replicant unfortunately is going to get grabbed by this usual combination of grab that nice back, and Cosalina obviously making this work beautifully, but finally does get grabbed back. And all these sparring ring, there are no gimmicks at this stage. It is just a straight up boxing ring, and yeah, the last thing you want to do is get pinned in the corner, especially. Well, I mean, it's not so bad for the Lolas. They do have that little bounce out of jail free part, but again, the explosions would be helpful, but doesn't really need them. Just doing absolutely fine with the Hydra.
Yeah, that Hydra is going to do super good at cutting through that Tri-Blast that was giving him so much trouble the last time. And the Birdchuck with the parrying power that has Koso sending that grab wide, ends up making it stick. I don't think Rep was expecting that to actually hit. Sometimes Lola's thickness do be kind of a weakness.
Yeah, it can be like that, especially when you feel like you got the read and then just suddenly grab out of nowhere and you've just inadvertently stepped into it. Cosalina being pushed all the way into the corner. Still very much in this, but the Birdchuck is finally going to seal it for Replicant, taking the initiative in the second match.
Yeah, the fact that Kosa is playing a very bouncy style Lola, not really sticking to the ground other than when she really needs to maneuver quickly. It's going to really get through her when it comes to the Birdchuck, because it's going to go quick, it's going to go right to you, and you're not going to have many options to get out of it.
Cosalina trying to go for the immediate rush on the on getting up, but unfortunately Replicant pretty much had that one down as well. And a grab as well, and suddenly this has turned into Replicant's favor here. Clearly benefiting from sparring and this loadout much more than Cosalina is.
Yeah, if this ends up not being a comeback, I have a feeling that Coach is going to want to pick something next time with a lot more length to it. I could see something like Buster, but at the same time, that's got such a close quarters element to it. I don't really know. Maybe Mausoleum. But Coast is going to have to figure it out because we are going over to the next game already.
That match 3 coming up, and that's really the danger of, especially bringing in an arm like the Dragon Arms into a close quarter combat arena like Sparring Ring. It's like you can't really utilize its main advantage, which is range. Like out of all of the arms, the Dragon excels at being further away from your opponent, so it's always a tricky one to get right.
Yeah, even then with like the best Dragon Lolas, like Twin, sometimes you'll see him switch over to like a Glusher or something there, just because you really want the ability to deal with close and far, and Dragon doesn't really have both of those elements in its favor.
No, it does not, but it makes up for the rush when it does come out. We are going to go back to Temple Grounds, and we are going to come back with the Lola Ditzer. So I guess the main question is there going to be a switch? Not from Cosalina, and no switch from Replicant either. Going to be the same loadout.
Kosa's got that Thunderbolt, but I'm understandable. It's understandable why she's not making the switch. It's really not going to be the tool that deals with the Birdchuck coming straight at you so aggressively. What she really needs is like some kind of fun chuck or very parryable glove or something like a toaster. She's just not bringing that in her loadout.
Well, having said that though, she's gotten 2 solid hits on the with the blast so far. Missing on that third initial one. Just a nice little shield. It always feels a bit helpless when the shield comes up, but the explosion still comes up. It's like there's a little bit extra delay that you have to wait to start moving. I've seen people get caught by that. And Rush is going to come out. Cosalina's going straight on in. But again, Replicant's going to get the shield. Comes in with the immediate. Oh, it's behind the pillar now.
And that Dragon is so close. Honestly, Rep is lucky that that's the worst thing that happened, getting blocked by the pillar, because so much more could have gone wrong during that like 5-second interaction.
I honestly thought the same as you. I thought the Dragon might have got first, and I saw her land behind the pillar, so I was like, well, never mind then. Both on similar health, and as a result, so Cosalina is not going to be too phased about not getting that rush, considering how close health is, and that is all pillars down already. Does have rush, but doesn't threat, so you don't see either of these using it unless they absolutely need it, especially 20 seconds left on the clock.
I have a feeling I don't think Kosa's used Super Jump yet. I have a feeling she's thinking about Super Jump Rush like in the last 5 seconds. It's such like a 5-head Lola play that I can't, yeah, there's the rush coming out. Not a Super Jump, going for the Super Dash instead. It does actually end up working, and Thrup's not going to be able to get up in time to counter it.
Yeah, I was just nice, patient play there from Cosalina. The damage was done. It wasn't everything that they were probably hoping for, but it was just enough to seal the victory, and they're running away from winning this.
does have her backed into the wall. This isn't the worst part of the map to be in. Goes for the grab right there. Rep instantly retorting with the funny yellow triangle. Only gets 190 out of it. But sometimes it's not the damage that matters, it's the mental damage that really matters.
Yeah, I was going to say, completely takes Kozolina out of that momentum, and just look at how much Replicant is running over Kozolina here, the Hydra, and you see Kozolina just waddling back towards the corner. Cannot afford to be stuck there, especially with someone who is on point here as much as Replicant is. And Kozolina already into critical, is going to get a couple taps through, but look at how quick Replicant's got rush up.
So I don't think Rep's gonna want to use it right here, but Kosa's gonna have to play around it just in case. Because there's no way that she'd be able to survive one. And with this rush, I don't know if she'd be able to get out of it if she's caught in the air.
No, absolutely. Like, all Replicant is looking for is one more hit, pretty much anything, and that will knock Kozolina out. Kozolina has to do all of the work here. Does get a freeze, but the bird chuck, unfortunately, is gonna punch right on through. And that is gonna be one apiece.
Yeah, I don't know how that looked from your angle, but on my end, that bird shot just like snuck right through the explosion of the Tri-Blast, and I honestly didn't even see it go through. It was like a little icy ninja. I really liked it. It was really weird to look at.
It certainly was, as Replicant takes the center stage. Not going to allow Kozolina to get up on there anytime soon, and Kosa's going to bounce first and does get the rush. Big time damage, 300. Nice round of Replicant.
Oh, okay, Rep does end up landing it in the end. Only 255, but he does take the lead back with that. Kosa now pressing to the back, puts herself in the corner, able to maneuver her way out of it, but she's not out of the woods quite yet.
Good Tri-Blast hit, puts her right back into this, but she cannot afford to allow this Burgess to keep hanging on through, because it's really doing some injustice right now. The Hydra is also just a formidable tool as well. Looking past the halfway mark, Replicant just above it. I think both will probably get rushed ready at the same kind of time. No, Replicant gets it first, but Kozolina is coming back here strong.
Is pinned. Can't really get out of the way one way or the other. Every time she goes left, there's a bird chuck there. Every time she goes right, there's a Hydra. Does manage to get a hit, but she's still backing up. Rep is still the one controlling the pace of the match. Cancels out the rush with the bird chuck of all arms. And now Kosa is in a dire situation. All the advantages are Replicant's favor right now. Except for health, I guess.
Yeah, Replicant in critical. They have to go for this. Kozolina will block. 10 seconds left on the clock. Replicant needs a good time hit and a grab. So we're going to take this through. Replicant's on 1 HP. That's not going to be enough. Kozolina's going to take this with a 1 second KO.
Rep was feeling himself and he got a little too hard with it. You could tell that he really thought he could pull it out in the end, but Kosa played it safe, and that's what Twintel players do. They just take it slow and they read the crap out of you.
It really was. I feared the worst there for Kozolina, especially at the end when you miss the rush at that kind of moment when you could see the seconds dwindling away and Replicant has the rush advantage. To somehow get the read and also get the hit to send them into critical is absolutely crucial. Well played from both of them, but it's Kozolina just about getting away with that.
Yeah, there was definitely good attempts on Rep's side. Like, I understand why he went for the things he went for at the times he did, but nerves can get to you and make you do dummy things sometimes. Even sometimes, if it's the right thing to do, sometimes you just do it wrong. And that's okay, because you know what? It's about the journey.
It certainly is. I mean, everybody makes mistakes. No matter what kind of level you're at in whatever game you are playing competitively, everybody makes mistakes. Like, seriously, it's something that just everybody has to find a way of learning about, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. We are going to now start gearing up for our next match, and well, please welcome back onto the stage, good old Junior.
All right, I'm gonna dip out for 1 sec to give you control of the lobby, so it's going through you and not my stinky American internet.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh no, it is stinky. It is stinky and bad. Okay, I assume that either you or Junior has control now.
I am going to assume it's Junior who has control. Yep, it's Junior who has control, I do believe, because I cannot switch anything.
Yes, I don't have any responsibilities anymore. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect.
You love to see it. Alright, I need to... Where is the bracket? There is the bracket. That's what I need to be looking at.
Yeah, we're already in winners finals. Costa Junior.
Yeah. It went quick, didn't it?
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I've only gone through a Snapple and a half.
And down in the underground bracket, I don't know if anybody has been reported on this, but we have lost Penzo and we have lost Okrim. Iceman beat Penzo 2-0, Yam beat Okrim 2-1. So we already have our top 6 essentially confirmed, but now we need to figure out what our top 3 is going to look like. I mean, I say that, what order they'll be in top 3, because this is winners final. You make it this far, you're guaranteed that top 3 spot. So it's really just a case of who gets to just chill and sit back and relax for a little while longer. Will it be Junior, who has been on pretty good form, it must be said. Fight against Iceland went 2-1. I mean, that's to be expected, you know, these two know exactly what they're doing. And then beaten Riffer 2-0. I'm surprised to hear that.
Yeah, if Junior keeps up playing like he has, you'll understand. That first to 10 series was all a ploy to download everybody. Like, he is doing so good right now. It's kind of, I want to say he's on fire, but with that Ram, it's his opponents that are burning. Like, it's kind of nuts.
Oh, yeah. And then meanwhile, we've got Kostelina, who has gone 2-1 in both of her sets. 2-1 against Okrim, 2-1 against Replicant. I love the fact that the second I had to temporarily put my ARMS casting on hold because of retail, the very next EU ARMS tournament, Kostelina makes the grand final. It's like, I've been waiting for that for so long! And then it happens. It's like, So I have to miss that entire thing. So it's good to see Kostelina doing so well as a player.
Yeah, I think switching over to another character besides Twintel really gave her some like perspective on how fundamentals play into things more than just character gimmicks. And I think now she's got a better picture of the game overall, and that's really letting her hone in on specific things rather than the broad picture of the game.
Now we just wait for our bands, I do believe, and yeah, we are going to see bands coming up, and I do believe Buster Beach is going to be the call. So we talked about Buster Beach earlier in the previous set. We are actually going to see it now.
Yeah, I think I like this, but on some parts of the stage, I'm also thinking, oh dear God, the Hot Pocket, oh crap. Like,
yeah,
that's going to be so bad for Kosa.
Yeah, it's always so scary. It's like the two Hot Pockets that you're always scared of. The Hot Pocket and Buster and the what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, I forgot what it, never mind. Basically the two wonderful corners of Lola, of Via Dolls, where it's just like, don't go in those squares. Just don't go there. Please.
Yeah, this, even if Junior gets knocked back into the Hot Pockets himself, that Guardian and the Giant Ram, like, it's honestly not that bad of a position for him. It could be worse. Like, it's... Yeah, that's why I'm thinking, like, I kind of like the stage, but on the other hand, you know.
So, I don't know what's going on here. Oh.
Here we go. I don't think Junior thought he had the rules, but he kind of did.
I was just like, it's definitely not me. Yeah, Junior in the Discord. It was me all along, Austin. So we have Junior on the left with the Kid Cobra. Yep, as you say, Guardian is coming out, and so is the Ram. Kostelina coming in with the Twin Tail, so no more clowns for the time being. We're going to go straight back to Stardust with the Travel and the...
I realized I've had on the overlay Junior versus Junior for this entire time, so I
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kostelina does not play Cave Cobra in any capacity.
Look, I put what I put, okay? It's what's up now. Junior's fighting himself, and there's nothing you can do. Alright, Kosa switching over to the Twin Tail. I think this is a good play. It's going to give her better opportunities when it comes to height advantage. And she should be able to get around this Guardian more often. Unfortunately, it hasn't really been playing out that way so far. Junior is still just laying into her, but she has run it back around to even. Going to get rushed first, but it's going to come down at the same time anyways.
And it's always nice to have Coaster on hand. I think the fire element means that they will immediately go down, and that rush is going to be spot on for Cosalina. 290. Pop Jr. passes the halfway mark, and you have to always look how quick Cobra is just slinging on in. Not afraid to play aggressively in the slightest, even with the Guardian. I mean, to be fair, if it catches you out, then yeah, you're doing something right, and the Ram's going to come on and just immediately roast you.
Gosh, everyone, I think after watching brackets so far, is very scared to punish Junior, like, at all, because every time that he's made a misstep, or it looks like he's made a misstep, that Guardian is right there to counteract it. Now he's going for the rush. Kosa was actually extra Soraing, because I'm surprised she didn't get into shield right there. And that does give Junior the lead back, and he's just going to run away, understandably so.
Yeah, Kosa needs to get a hit in, and Kosa! The grab! What? That was absolute perfection from Cosalina. She waited, and what a grab that was!
Kosa's been so on top of these angles today. Like, I'm watching Avatar: The Last Airbender with all these angles that she's been nailing. Like, it's crazy.
I was literally about to be like, well, Junior's got it under control, managed to get the rush, but Cosalina, my word. She likes to do these last second plays, doesn't she, as a plate, but finally is going to get grabbed and slammed by Cobra, who does that little bit of extra damage and gets immediately roasted.
Kosa has the rush online right here. She doesn't really have an opportunity to use it when Junior's got this barrier between them. But if she's able to move in like she's trying so hard, she will be able to get it off, get the stun and the knockdown. But Junior's still making sure to play that game of tag between them. And she really can't get in right now.
And it's all well and good going for that rush, but if the Guardian is too close, it can and will just shut you down immediately. And I think that's kind of in the back of her mind as well. Just making sure she gets to a point where she can actually safely rush without anything catching her. Junior is in KO range, and that's gonna do it! That's gonna do it for Kosa! First point on the board, she leads this set by a point to nil.
Yeah, most people just don't expect those raw grabs anymore, so I understand what Junior was going for, but I think Kosa saw, you're in the air, you freaking fool, and just press the button, and sometimes that's all it takes, especially with Cobra's more correctional air dash than movement option air dash. It was a very good recognition of a twitch, and Kosa nailed that one.
She absolutely did, and I want to just quickly give a shout out to the fact that before that last second play happened in the first point, Cosalina came out, slowed everything down with the actress aura, and realized she was actually in a position where she could just grab, and did so. That is how on top of things she has been when it comes to knowing when to go for the grabs. So Junior has to respond to that. He has to find a way of being able to, okay, I know you like to go for these, I'm not going to allow you to do that anymore. He is still going to commit to the Guardian Ram as we go to Mausoleum.
Kosa's definitely been going for some high-risk, high-reward plays. But if those work out, like, you can't punish them if you're dead. So sometimes they're worth it. They're absolutely worth it when they work out. Kosa is taking the early lead, though Junior has managed to get in, put on some pressure. Kosa tries to aerial flip out of the way. On the wake up, she gets the grab against Junior! Dear Lord! Kosa!
There's being aggressive, and then there's being too aggressive, and Scott Junior was just like millimeters in front of Kosa, and she went, well, what's to lose? Grab. Yeah. And just like that, momentum is turned.
Yeah, we've seen Junior dictating the pace of like the entire tournament so far, but now Kosa is the one making Junior respond. Junior's gonna get his rush up very quick, so it is even on that front. But otherwise, okay, it looks close in health, but I swear it's not close right now. Just trust me. Just trust me on this.
Yeah, it became close, but Junior managed to get a hit with the Guardian, and that is a stun grab combination, and that puts Junior in a spot where he really does not want to find himself in. On 1 HP, can he pull off the comeback? Well, he goes for the rush. That's a brave decision to do so, because that's not going to play out for him, and that's going to give the advantage to Cosalina going into the second point.
Yeah, I think he had to go for that because otherwise the Tribal would have swept him out underneath his feet. But sometimes safety rushes are the least safe thing when you're committing for that long. And Kosa has made him take off the ankle weight. The Guardian is gone. His speed is going to be so increased our human brain can't comprehend it, but maybe Kosa can.
Yeah, Roaster is always a deadly one to go for. The Ram is going to come through. Gets a knockback onto the trampoline. Junior's speed carries him away out of the rush. that is going to be advantage gone for Coslina for the time being, as Junior's going to be the next closest roaster. Can't quite find his target on this occasion. That is the one downside to the roaster. It is an unguided arm, but Junior is going to get leveled by the tripod and caught again in midair by the toaster.
Kosa's made a pretty much total playstyle change now. She's going a lot slower and waiting for that roaster. Because if you're going too fast against it, that thing's going to come fast right back at you. And now Junior going for those Kosa-style grabs as the rush online gets another punish. And Kosa is now down to this last sliver of her health.
Yeah, Junior playing massive mind games by being this aggressive, trying to base out a response. There's the rush, there's the KO. And that is going to be that. It's like just you play that aggressively when you have the rush, and it's like you start to second guess yourself as to, okay, are they going to go for the grab, or are they going to commit to the rush? And yeah, Junior just got every call spot on.
Kosa is trying to find her way in. I think she realizes that if she's not the one aggressing, then she's going to be the one lagging behind. She's got a rush online, going to use it right there after baiting out Junior. He's going to take 3-10 for it and be put into this corner. Then again, every little bit of this stage is the corner, I suppose.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it was like, what corner? This is a spherical stage, but I totally know what you mean. But in either sense, Junior has to do a little bit of a comeback of their own, and they are gonna get caught up by the tripod. Shockingly, the toaster didn't hit, I don't think.
It's a good thing that Junior is managing to start getting the offense back in, because when he's on the back foot, he does not have the safety that he has when that Guardian is on him. He is going to get the advantage from the trampoline, but it also seems like Kosa has the strategy to keep him off of it and make sure that if he's going to get in, he's got to work for it.
Yeah, I was going to say, Junior hops up onto the trampoline, goes for the rush, Coslina in midair as well, so no chance of being able to be safe from that. Puts her into critical as well. Kosa isn't going to, well, no, he's in KO range here. I think he might just be on the cusp of it. Coslina needs to be very careful and not get caught out by that ram. And Rush is going to come out. This will hit. Will this be enough for the KO? It's not. 250 with 20 seconds on the clock. Grab just about missed it. You just knew it was coming. And I think who has lead here? I think it's
Kosa by like 5. Yeah, it's like 10. Oh, now it doesn't even matter. Kosa tries to go for these grabs, but she's panic mashing those triggers. She always goes for those last second grabs, and I think that Junior realizes it and just presses more buttons at the end.
Yeah, I was going to say, at that point, Coslina needs to at least go for a little bit of a shift. The grab, I could see why they were going for it, but unfortunately, they needed to do something a little bit different on that occasion. But again, it's such a very close match from start to finish. Junior managed to hang on and get the finishing blow. We are going to go back to Mausoleum, so we'll see if Coslina decides to switch up the loadout in any way. Especially with the fact that Junior still got the Guardian on back there, so I can see Thunderbird. Do you reckon she'll bring it?
She's not so far, and Junior is switching up the side of the Guardian. I could not tell you why specifically. I guess maybe he wants just a little more defense against that person. Really nailing it. Yeah, so far it hasn't done anything. We are only 14 seconds in, so it might be a little too early to call it. But Kosa really is figuring out how to play around this, and she's showing that adaptation again. Her play style, it had to switch up entirely, but she's brought it back instantly.
Yeah, I also love the fact how patient she plays, as we are going to lose an arm on the left, but Junior couldn't punish. Couldn't get into a position where they could punish in time, and that could be costly. Another stun into a toaster combination. Make that 2 in throw! Coslina is on point with these hits. Maybe
she's feeling those grabs. I was just about to say she's feeling those grabs. Goes for it, Kosa. She really wants to just show off right now. Her twin tail's not usually the most flashy of them, but dear Lord, she's just making it work. Goes for the rush right there. Junior trying to counter it, but it's just not going to happen. Not going to kill either, so Junior will have a little bit of time to build up more rush for next round. But this round feels like it's pretty much a wash.
Yeah, 30 seconds to go. I mean, it's never over until it's over, but Coslina just literally needs any hit. Takes the Guardian hit. I mean, okay, you take those. You can't really afford to give up too much ground, especially with 20 seconds to go. And Junior staying alive, but finally the tri-bolt is going to put an end to that.
Yeah, even if Junior loses this match, it's not like he's really on any dire straits, considering this has been the best of 5 now in the winners finals. But that gives Kosa more time to adapt, and she has been doing that so well. Every time Junior brings out something new, she's got some kind of strategy to counter it. That's the beauty of this.
Yeah, I think at this point it's safe to say that the Guardian I don't think is working in this situation, which is why Junior is coming back out with that roster and again gets another successful grab and has rushed as well, which just goes to show how quick Junior plays in. But Coslin is going to get the block up this time round and isn't going to get the arm break. Almost doing so and counters in with a rush of their own. Great little set there from Coslina.
Yeah, you see Junior trying to go for like a micro step right there, just trying to maneuver away in the small way so he'll be able to punish afterwards. But it just didn't quite happen. That camera locked on him immediately. Junior is throwing out these volley of projectiles, making sure that Kosa has no way to get through. But that air dash and hover is really coming through for her. She's able to just wait out everything Junior is putting through and get that tri-bolt into punish.
They still managed to catch him with the toaster on top of it all and commits to the rush, and that's going to be a KO. Cosolina just turned that right on its head and just controlled that point. That was beautiful from Cosolina, and she leads the set by 2 points to 1.
Hard read. It's not working out for Junior because he's got too few Guardians. He actually needs 2 of them on right now. You're never not safe. It's perfect safety. Junior, not biased, not telling you what to play just because I want to see it. Double Guardian is your strategy here.
Is that what GG stands for? Guardian.
Yeah, he'll win. He'll say GG if he puts it on. He will win. I'm just telling you. It's how it's going to happen.
The worst part is like, I was like, on one hand, meme strats, they do work, but on the other hand, if you commit to double Guardian, and you've seen how Coslina has been playing so far, when the Guardian is out, Actress Aura just kind of negates it completely, because she's like, okay, what position am I in? Am I in a position where I can go for the quick fire read and ignore the Guardian completely, or should I just shrug it off and then get into a different position? And she's been doing that consistently so well at this point.
Lest we forget, though, Junior did win a tournament back in like 2018 against S3's Twintel with Double Guardian. It can work. That's all I'm saying. There's history there. There's precedent. So it could work. I see it on there, Junior. Junior, do it. Junior, do it.
And he's thinking about it. No. Oh, however, he's okay. Now this is interesting. Instead of the ram combined with the Guardian, he's with the toaster, and immediately gets caught in midair by the tribal.
This does give him a more straightforward punch to block things that Kosa's doing. She's not really curving her punches super much. While it does maybe make it a little bit harder for him to punish her while she's air flipping, it just gives him a lot more ability to get through the arms. And if your arms aren't reaching you, then they're not doing damage. So either way, I think either arm's a fine choice, but I like the switch up from him.
Yeah. And again, with the stage like Buster Beats, it's like Junior could just quickly get onto the other side of it before you know it. But it's going to go down to another bolt, and that is a nice follow-up bolt into a grab. Junior on the cusp of critical already. Kosa finally does have the rush, and it's Junior who commits to it first, but it's going to get read perfectly by Kosa.
Yeah, never forget about Actressor on landing. That thing can be so cruel. You think you've got the Twintel on her landing, but she's so safe all the freaking time. It's kind of nuts.
Said that, Cosolina is in critical condition here, and Junior slowly but surely has chipped this back into his favor. So will Cosolina go for the rush at this point and hand advantage slightly to Junior to the next match, or does she try and look for this?
Oh, how did
she's not gonna even get that either!
How did the Guardian get back? I didn't see a reflectoring, and I didn't see him throwing forward. It just snapped back to reality. Oops, there goes the rush. Oh, goes for it himself, and he is going to land it out. Had to burn the resource to make it work, but it's better to take a game than to do nothing at all.
Yeah, that was unfortunate from Cosolina on every level. She is going to stick with the Costa tripod, but Junior managed to pull that off quite beautifully at the end. I thought that was going to go away from him, but hey, like I said, it's never over until it's over.
Kosa and Junior back in this game of keep away. He did force Junior down onto the back platform, but now Junior's trying to find his way up. Kosa dashing around too, kind of giving him that space that he really wants. Making his way back up, gets the Guardian cancel into the grab. A play we really haven't seen him do much today, but it's gonna pay off the first time. So if what Kosa's doing is anything to go by, we might see it like 7 more times.
Yeah, Yeah, probably, and Coslina is not doing so well. Finally does get a stun and a grab to put them back in position a little bit. Tried to go for the grab read, not gonna happen, and that was a perfect sidestep for Coslina. Realized the Guardian was coming in and just went straight over.
Here's a similar position. Another Guardian cancel! Yeah, Junior is putting these on, and Kosa not conditioned to them yet. Goes for it despite the thing that happened last time, but it ends up working out. Never doubt Junior's ability to adapt and just come through, storming on in.
With that, my friends, match number 5 is on the cards. Our first best of 5 goes the distance. Jesus Christ, which way is this gonna go?
It seems like Junior has, at first Kosa was the one adapting to everything, but it seems like Junior now is bringing out some, I don't want to say obscure strats, because I never want to call Roaster an obscure arm, but for Junior it's a more obscure strat. And that's really allowing him to make those minute changes that Kosa's not going to be aware of.
And we are going to go back to Mausoleum. It'll be Cosalina's pick on this regard. What is she going to bring out here? Going to stick with the Twin Tail. Probably the right decision, to be fair. Like, she's been utilizing Actress Aura beautifully against Cobra so far. And we are going to see pretty much the same loadout on both sides of the field. And it will be Roaster Tribal versus, not Roaster, Toaster Tribal versus Roaster Guardian again.
Now Junior's not going to have the opportunity to play the keep away nearly as much unless that trampoline comes out. But with Cobra, it's not a hard thing to do. You just got to get those close range grabs or where the Toast is on top of the platform. That Guardian staying out there awfully long. The Junior not choosing to retract it until it's basically already gone the full distance.
Yeah, and that could be dangerous sometimes, especially when Cosalina does get into the right position, especially if she's in the air. She will likely clear the lot of it, and Junior doesn't get the read on the Roaster. Probably going to be 3 damage. Having said that, Junior is doing very well so far, not taking damage, being incredibly aggressive, and gonna go for the rush immediately. 316, Cosalina already on the cusp of critical.
Yeah, right there, I think Kosa was really anticipating a grab coming out from Junior instead, since he's been so on top of that in the last 5 minutes of the match. Kosa is going to go for her rush here, just very raw, very clean, trying to get some damage onto the board. So with the health difference this big, sure it can start a comeback, but it can also cripple you for the next round if things don't go your way.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a risky strategy to pop the rush so early on as well, and with 30 seconds to go, she's got to really get some good consistent stuns and grabs if she wants to actually take this away. She does get 1 stun, drops Junior past the halfway mark, but she's got 15 seconds to somehow find at least 3 more.
Yeah, honestly, with the way she's going right now, it looks like the damage isn't really her main concern. She just kind of wants to get some rush on before the next round starts. And that's a fair strategy. Junior will stop her before she gets up the entire bar, but it's really close. She's basically all the way to the Dorito.
So round 2, if Cobra wins 1 more time, then Junior gets their free ticket into the grand final. But Cosalina going to start with a bolt hit. Cosalina also going to go down to that Roaster as well, both with Rush available. Again, it really comes down to who's going to blink first on this regard. If Cosalina commits to the aerial assault too many times, Junior will just go for it and for the punish. Guardian just again catches Cosalina, as I said.
Oh, go for the counter rush. It actually will land for the first time in this match. I think that rush clash went in Junior's favor. And now Kosa's already down to 1/3 of her health, and Arm not looking so hot. It's not looking great for Kosa right now.
She's got a minute to pull this back. Does get a good stun. If she just managed to get a speed off of that would have been great. And the trampoline is out as well. It's just all coming up Junior right now. And Kosa tries to go for a little bit of a commit and a bait, but it's not going to happen. Junior's just going to play this nice and patiently now.
Yeah, I know right now she really wants to go aerial to try to maneuver her way around those Guardians with an air flip, but it's just not working out. She's got to stick more to the land if she really wants to make this happen. That time, okay, I take it back. Never mind. Prove me wrong, I guess, Kosa. Gets a grab out of that too mid-rush.
Yeah, that was... She does. I mean, it's 20 seconds on the clock. She's got to commit to something. She'll get a rush to help her out, but she has to land it crucially. That Roaster is going to keep her at bay. Rush is now up. Junior has Guardian now. Going to go for it now. Does get the hit. We've got 10 seconds on the clock and 230 damage. She needs to get a hit and a grab potentially, but Junior can just hold out the Guardian to be alive, and that's it. That's it. Junior's in the grand final, winning it 2-0 in the 5th point.
gosh, her arms came so close to Junior there in that last second, though. That really came down to a toss-up at the end, it felt like. Kosta just didn't have the adaptation to make it work. She played very aerially, and after a while, Junior learned, my arms are really big. Why am I worried about this?
I mean, sometimes it's just how it goes. I mean, it took Junior a while to finally get there, but I guess the Roaster Guardian combination a little bit better than Ram Ram. I mean, to be fair, I could see why he made the switch, because in a straight up fight, the Ram Ram was just not getting around to hit Twin Tail enough times, whereas the Roaster was at least finally being able to slow down the assault that the Toaster was bringing, and as a result, it went to the wire, but Junior just knows how to adapt just as much as Coselina can, and yeah, Coselina is still in a good position. She is in the Underground Finals. Top 3 is guaranteed for her, but she'll now have to face the winner between Replicant and Riffer to determine if she can get her rematch against Junior in the Grand Final.
Alright, we are going to go to a break for like 3 minutes. Just got to take care of one little thing, and then we'll be right back to finish off the losers bracket, going with Rep versus Riffa. Yeah, I got it muted. So if you need to do something, you can real quick too. I just gotta use the bathroom real quick. Wait, I don't think I was muted. Oh crap. Yeah, I wasn't muted when I said that. Hi everybody. Gosh dang it. You're muted. I wasn't. Crap. Oh, that's going in the VoD. Nice.
We still muted?
Hey, alright, we're back everybody, and we can get started now going back into the lobby's shifted around me and I didn't even know it. We're going now into
Underground semi-final.
Yeah, going into Rep Riffa, I think.
That is correct. That is correct. This is for the final paying positions. Do remember that our top 3 will be getting part of a prize pool. It is still ongoing if you would like to throw some money that way. I think it's matcharena.com/tournaments, and you've got the general link. I think Nightbot has that on standby if you do want to do it. It's exclamation prize pot if you want more information. Replicant beat Iceman 2-1. Nice to know that pretty much all sets involving Iceman generally are close. And Riffa beat Yam 2-0, so this is to book their place into top 3. And to go up against Kozolina for a chance to go into the grand final. And, well, we know these two very well, don't we?
Alright, looks like we are ready to get this underway. I have no idea who's on the left and who's on the right, so we'll figure that out when we get there. But yeah, looks like we're ready to get started. I want to see Riffa Masongo. I don't think we're gonna see Riffa Masongo, but I want to see Riffa. Yeah, we're not seeing Riffa Masongo.
Yeah, Riffa has finally decided to hop on back to Ninjara. Has been playing with Masongo a lot over the past couple months, but has decided to go back to the Ninjara ways. Tri-Blast Ice Dragon on the left. We got the Coolerang and the Hydra on the right for the Lola pot, so should be a lot of fun, especially on the wonderful lock stage that is DNA Land.
Yeah, it looks like Rep is trying to bring some arms in that will counter it. Very similar elements, the only difference being the hotness versus the floatiness. And I really like this arm set from Rep. This isn't something I can say I've seen him run super often. If he does, it's just something very new to me, but I'm excited to see how this plays out. I like that he can play at pretty much any angle with this and still be able to counteract the arms that he gets thrown at it.
Coolerang is always, I mean, any kind of arm is nice on stage like DNA Land. Ripper is going to come out with the rush very early on, picks it up, 340, pops Replicant all the way down into critical. Really an uphill battle for Replicant. Coolerang not hitting Ninjara.
Yeah, the one advantage Rippa's really got here is he can lay traps down so much more easily than what Rep can. His arms are going to be out there for a long time, and when they're out there, they're so deadly. You're either going to get mixed up or you're going to get knocked down and then mixed up. Like, Rippa's just got such a good trapping power going on right now, and even though Rep can counter it, he's going to have to make some switches to do so, and he's going to bring the chill out to try that.
Yep, double cool. instead of playing with fire and ice, we're just gonna go all ice all day, and it is gonna pin Ripper into the corner and jiggles up in the air for 280. Make that a cheeky little 300 for that last little. You always love it when you just see something fall down and just get the last second hit anyway, and also gets the read on the rush as well.
Now Rep is playing a lot more aerially to try to counteract Riffa doing the same. Gets the freeze up, but it's not going to be able to counteract. A little too scared of getting hit by that fork and knife combination. Gets the punch through, gets the freeze. Riffa not moving out of the way, not going to get mixed up though. There will be a hit at the end and a grab to catch. Looks like everybody's been channeling Tosa throughout this now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think Ripper had any idea that was coming from Replicant. Rep just needs one more hit to bring them right back into contention here, but they can't afford to let Ripper get the better of them. They're on the cusp of going into KO range. Not going to get caught by the rush, and the boomerang finally pecks in the box.
There it was. Yeah, when it came down to that, I thought for sure, yeah, somehow Riffa had managed to actually get around that, but nah, not really. That boomerang can come at such weird angles that you never really expect it to. You just finagle that stick the correct way. It's hard, but it works.
It certainly does, and we are going to come back in with the same loadout on both sides, and Replicant playing pretty much like Junior there, immediately up close and personal to Ripper, and Ripper had no call for that rush whatsoever.
Yeah, that was such a Chad rush, like getting up in your opponent's face, not even needing the deflect to actually make it work. What? That's just so freaking aggressive. But at the same time, it's like passive aggressive, you know? I just love seeing that kind of crap. Those hashtag arm funny moments. I love to see them.
Yep, and Ripper's not going to get anything on that rush either. Does break the arm on the left, or at least get some damage through, but well, in Ripper's eyes, it really isn't enough at this point. They're in KO range, and Replicant has turned this set completely on its head.
I want to see Rep just walk up in there and do it again. If he's looking like he actually kind of is gonna, because he's just walking forward with no weird movement options, not using any of Lola's unique stuff, really, just trying to make the best of what he's got with his fundamentals.
Oh,
gets
that's
What? Okay, we got a cool guy. We got a freaking cool guy out here thinking he's so smart using the rush against someone with a broken arm. SMH Rep.
I mean, to be fair, you do it too. The second that arm goes down, if you have rush, you're gonna use rush because you've got nothing stopping you at this point.
I know he's just playing basic fundamental arms, but it all feels like some kind of taunt. I don't know why. It just feels like Rep is sticking his tongue out at us and saying na 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 na. Freaking what a cool guy.
Well, as it stands, Riffa is a point away from not making top 3, which if you'd have told me that in the previous PR Invitational, that Riffa wouldn't make top 3, I'd be like, are you absolutely kidding? But hey, Rep's got their number, and Riffa is gonna, well, you know what happens with Riffa. If he changes color on the Ninjara, you know there's a new loadout coming.
Oh, it's back! It's back! It's back! It's back! Rep, do it! Rep, I love you!
Doing it.
Rep, I love you so much!
Nade Parabola going up against Lockjaw Proper. This is going to be an interesting match then.
He brought this out before against Junior, and I think round 1, round 2, I can't remember. It didn't work out so hot for him. But against this, where he's got the definite advantage when it comes to the heavy arm, like the speed's not really what matters there. It's more the weight class in this situation. I think it'll work out if he doesn't get shot. Oh, Rep, how did you miss that? He's literally not moving, Rep. I take back everything I said about you being cool.
Oh, no. Those kind of moments you hate to think of. That could have been a momentum shift right there. Gets another shot, but isn't going to be close enough to take advantage of that. So they've gotten 2 successful reads with the Parabola. Both times they have been able to do a follow-up. Slightly weak on the right side now as a result, both with Rush available. I feel like Rep's more in the KO zone than Riffa is, and now they're definitely in KO range. So really, it's just a case of can Riffa just continue with this consistently, or is he just going to say screw it and go for the Rush? I feel like with 35 seconds to go, they might hold on to the moment.
And if they do both decide to go for Rush, Rep, I don't think he would win the Clash, and sometimes Parabola just drops Rushes because it says it does. So that is something you gotta look out for. No. It's gonna drop. Yeah, it's gonna drop out. Parabola is kind of stinky sometimes. You have to lead with the glove first, otherwise it's gonna drop. You only learn that from playing it for like a billion hours. But it's when you see it, you just know, and you feel so bad for it. Though he is gonna block Riffa's rush. Chose with a risky super jump. The Parabola traps him in the air. That's what you love to see. I love you, Filbert. I love you so much.
Yeah, then unfortunately just catching the ankles of Ninjara, and that's going to give the advantage to Rep. Rep needs 1 more point, and they're in top 3, and Riffa will not make it. Lockjaw Puppet is still going to be the call, and Rep going to stick with the Parabola and the nade. And the explosion just catches Riffa off guard, and so does the Parabola. Thankfully not charged this time.
Riffa gets him blown back away. Rep is very close to his rush. Riffa not too far behind. And honestly, the fact that he's kind of taking a little bit of a beating is going to help him get that even faster. Getting it in the middle of the same punch.
You gotta love it when the trades happen.
Yeah, I've never seen synchronized arm play, but like I'm kind of about it.
That shock is always so close to Riffa, and he knows it. They cannot afford to get another shock with that because, well, I say Replica will immediately go for the advantage, but we saw the first grab initially miss. You do hate to see. Both with Rush on similar health. Riffa finally is the first to duck underneath halfway mark, but hey, just gets another pick on the road and gets the popper hit too.
I think all the pillars are gone now, so absolutely everything is going to come down to basic movement fundamentals, no trickery. The only thing Rep really has that's tricky in this book now is you can do some great traps with Parabola if you really know what you're doing. But those can be so hard against a mobile opponent like Ninjara.
Yeah, but they're just looking for 1 more hit from anything right now, and it is going to be the quick firing popper. It's one of the quicker arms in the game, and yes, it can be punched good by anything, but if you do not hit it, it will absolutely wreck your day.
Rep really needs to do just more trapping scenarios. He's not really committing to that Parabola very often. He's doing it in very close-up scenarios where you know track fast, hit fast, but you gotta be committal to doing those long-range plays, because otherwise you're missing out on half of what Parabola can do, and you've only got 1 arm basically.
Good solid hit with the nade at the very least. Gets caught by the lockjaw, but Riffa couldn't quite get into a position to fully capitalize it. As much as it is the popper finally just hitting on through every now and again, you can't really afford to be taking too many of the unshot Parabola hits either. Because again, they are on kind of similar health. What about that?
Yeah, sometimes Parabola can self-punish against Ninjara, but it's really hard to do, and if you move even like a centimeter to the left, you're going to be able to avoid it for the most part. And Riffa is, He's not sitting pretty right now, but I think he's got a good stage position that's going to make Rep really have to work to get in.
That though, it is Rep with the health advantage with 40 seconds left on the clock. Replica knows another hit will pretty much put Ripper into a KO range, but they cannot afford to get caught out by these poppers too many times. Oh, I'm not going to be in the position to hit with nades, and does commit to the rush, but gets caught by the lockjaw!
He's been meatballed! That's so unfortunate. He's going to get his arm broken right here, not going to actually land the meatball. I thought it maybe was going to meaty him on wake up, but yeah, things are not going Rep's favor anymore. He's just not playing committal enough right now. He's really
Yeah, Ripper's got this under control unless they can... No, that's it. With 3 seconds to go, there's no way Rep's going to turn that around. We are going to match number 3. Ripper bringing this to 1 apiece in this set.
That means Rep's taking it off, doesn't it? Rep,
yeah.
if you're a man, you'll leave that parabola on.
No, I think he wants that top 3. I would not blame him for switching now because he knows top 3 is inside. They got the point against Ripper in the first go. Just unfortunate that that parabola just could not get fully utilized in the second match. They did so well to bring it back in the first point, but just Ripper knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I think Rep is understandably very scared to throw that parabola out at long range, but I think he's underestimating like how much of trapping potential it has at that range, because it forces out movement options, and you can punish that with a nade, which is fast, easily curvable. Like, it's a match that's kind of made in heaven, and I just feel like he wasn't really taking full advantage of it.
Yep, we are going to see the lockjaw coming back out. Yeah, it is still there. Coolerang and Chiller in the back, and what will Rep do? Rep is going to come out with the double Kool-Aid.
He is not gonna bring that parabola out. Gonna go for the double ice. Very good effective combo against Ninjara. Really makes it so you gotta think about what's happening after you're frozen. But Rifa is just jumping over all of these like he doesn't even have to think. Like, are we watching ARMS or jump rope right now?
I mean, Ripper coming straight out of Ninjara school, obviously. Another popper does hit, but does get caught in midair finally by the Chiller. And to be fair, it's an interesting match to go into, both with the Coolerang, and it essentially really comes down to will the popper hit, or will the Chiller punch right through it? Sorry, not double Coolerang, it's a shout out on the Ripper side.
Rifa and Replicant both have rush. Looks like Rifa's is going to be the harder one to avoid, and if it comes down to a clash, a flurry rush of Chakram is going to overpower anything that Rep tries to throw his way. So we really don't want to see a rush clash from Rep's side. Rifa definitely wants to see it, but with that arm getting so low, I'm surprised that didn't break it, honestly.
Oh, this could be a break if Rep decides to commit to this, but no, decides to better off it. Finally just go for it and actually just gets it clean. 295, just needed one more hit on Rifa.
Rifa's playing very much to his shield. Good option, gonna keep you very safe unless Rep figures out a way to get through this. Gonna get the win confirm off, and he's not gonna have the chance.
Oh, the popper charge hit into the rush. It's a deadly combination, and it turns the match on its head. And Rifa is just to find a way and brings out the lockjaw as well.
Why trap with 2 arms if you can essentially have 3? You were basically playing Coil when you have this out in his charge. Like, it's such good trapping that the left and right, you can throw the lockjaw head one way, the meatball the other, and then right down the center with the popper. Like, it's such a good potential to trap, and I think we're going to see that happen a lot more often.
Replicant finally starts to take some stage a little bit more, although having said that, Replicant is not shying away from getting that Coolerang out. If it does at least hit, it immediately means that lockjaw is going to be useless, and Rush is going to come out as well. 270, make that 290.
Rep playing safe on his wake-up, making sure that Rep doesn't get anything on him, and Rep playing very slowly when it comes to these wake-ups. He wants to make sure that not only is he getting the best options, but he's not getting those options too early and letting Rifa escape without meaning to.
Yeah, I was going to say, unfortunately, Rifa put their shield down at the worst possible moment, which is why they got double chilled in the corner. And Replicant just kept that momentum going beautifully. And, well, this is going to go to the final point yet again. Replicant not going to switch out the lockjaw, going to keep with it. And Replicant isn't too far away from getting Rush of their own charged up, so really it comes down to, can Ripper at least get somewhat of a head start before that happens? The answer is going to be no, because neither of them have finally landed a blow until that 2-shot break.
Seems like Riffa might be a little upset because he is going a lot more aggressively, and that's going to be really good for him. Rep doesn't end up getting the wind part of the rush right there. It just blows on right through the side of the stage, and he's gonna. Oh, he almost got it at first. He does end up picking it back up, but because it only upgraded to a medium, it clashed at first.
Yeah, I thought Rev was gonna get the shield up inside after that kind of encounter. Not to be on this occasion, and Riff is gonna get punished with the grab as well. What is happening at this point?
Yeah, Riffa is definitely playing more aggressively. Normally, you wouldn't see Riffa going for that straight-up popper wake-up, but he is making it work. Gets the lockshot meatball up. Health relatively even, still slightly in Rep's favor. Rush on Riffa's side, but he's gonna I think he's gonna have to use it if he wants to make something happen. Because Rep is not that far behind.
Yeah, if Rep goes for the rush and hits it, that's gonna be game. And Ripper knows this. They've got to find a way to get through. Another solid hit from Rep. All they need is one more hit, and the game is theirs. They'll be booking their way into top 3. This would be quite the shock if Ripper ends up going out. Rush is gonna come out. It does hit, but they only get the one drop with 10 seconds to go. That's the last thing Ripper needed. They do get another hit with the popper. 5 seconds on the clock. Surely at this point, Rep, just don't let Ripper hit you. Rush is gonna come out.
Oh, wait, no. Is that Riffa's? Is that Riffa's? No! A last-second rush punish. Normally, it's the other way around. The rush bringing it through. But Ninjara is such a sneaky little guy. Just dashes to the side, gets that popper hit up. What a last-second turnaround. That was... I don't think anybody was expecting it to go that way.
Oh, Rep. We've been here time and time again. Don't rush with 2 seconds to go. Just go.
Yeah, the super dash overcommitted him to his movement, and Riffa had all the time in the world to get it. I was just thinking, Rep is keeping Riffa so honest, but in the end, it just played out so dirty.
Oh, and it means that Riffa just about makes it into Underground Final. I thought we were getting Rep Cosa for sure with 10 seconds to go, but that is just how any kind of competitive play will go. It can turn on literal last second plays. And I guess it's fitting then that Ripper does manage to get a last second win to go up against the last second master herself, Cosalina.
God, that felt... I feel like I need a shower after watching that because that was so disgusting. Oh.
And again, like I said, we've seen this happen time and time again where people have thought that they've got the win. They've committed to a rush with 2 seconds to go and their opponent has gone, punish! It's every single time. It never gets any better.
I don't think I want to watch that ever again. That just felt
It be like that. So yeah, with that, Replicant will miss out on top 3. They will finish in 4th place, which is still nothing to sneeze at. Like I said, these are the best 8 players in Europe as of right now. So they've certainly done very well, but just missing out on that top 3 cut. As like I said, it is part of a prize pool. We're gonna do exclamation prize. Is it prize pool or prize pot?
It's one of those things, I think. Also, could not tell you, Bob.
My name is Lena.
I'm sorry. I've gotten so ingrained on saying that based on one stupid bit on one stupid YouTube channel that now it's gotten so bad that Para is now jacking that bit from me that I jacked from someone else.
It's like the flipping meme acquisitions. It's like somebody posts a meme and just everybody underneath that meme just goes, "Nice meme, it's mine now." It's like pretty much how it goes.
At least they're always original with the images they post to get that. I'm kind of astounded at how many meme formats can say the same thing so non-differently.
Oh yeah, like there's a lot of them out there. It's like, never mind the memes, the response to memes is just, it seems to be growing every day. It's like there's no end to it. I like to think that there's probably if there's not one going around yet, there better be one going around at some point. And I hope somebody does do an ARMS thing where they take the planet and they put the Guardian's face on it.
It's all
and
Guardian.
And we have the two characters just be like, so, wait, it's another shield? Always has been. Because it's like, you've got your shield in the game. Why do you need another shield? Oh wait, you're playing Guardian. Of course you need another shield. Why the heck not? Have 3 shields.
As long as it's better than the freaking cake meme, I'm so okay with that. I wanted that to die after the first time I saw it. I hate the cake meme so much.
I mean, but cake's nice. You can't hate cake.
I can hate 75% of the population posting about everything being cake. I hated it so much. Alright, but I'm not going to hate this set coming up right here. We got 2 very similar loadouts, both of them having the opposite tries. Riffa going for that Ice Dragon still. Kosa sticking with the tried and true Springman default, the Twister and the Tribal.
Yeah, and Kosalina, wow, does get the Stones grab combination on Riffa as well, and puts the right back into contention. Gonna get caught out by the Triblast, and to be fair, a character who likes to be in the air like Kosalina, especially with the Actress or the Triblast, is certainly on hand to make that journey that a bit more difficult. Rush is going to come out, the Tribal just about hitting at the bare width of it, but the Dragon going to make sure that Kosalina goes all the way from the surface.
I think Kosa is definitely feeling better about this being aerial in this matchup, considering you don't have to contest with those big, janky arms that Junior was rocking. Instead, you can take things a little slower. Riffa does only have her 3 normal arms. So getting in the air against these is going to be a lot easier and a lot more productive. Blocks less often. It's just better for her strategy.
It certainly is, because it is going to be into critical and playing so aggressively against Riffa, but unfortunately just a little poke. It's all that Riffa needs. They are going to take initiative in this first match.
Yeah, there is good benefits to playing fast against this, but there's also too fast, too furious. She is definitely matching those. Already the trampoline coming out faster than any time we've seen a Kid Cobra on the stage, surprisingly.
Yeah, I was going to say, oh, that's unfortunate. Got 2. Got 2 little quick little nibbles. I thought the first one would at least get them into the rush, but unfortunately Riffa just shifted to the...
Yeah, Riffa has a lot of zoning advantage when it comes to this set. That Dragon can stay in the back, wait for Kosa to use her air dash, and then he can throw it out. Oh! I can't believe that didn't get canceled out! That, like, went right through him on my screen! He got skewered!
Yep, but the game says no, it's Riffa's advantage and momentum, and Kosalina already into critical, and Riffa pretty much has barely been touched in this match at all. Another Triblast keeps Kosalina at bay, and well, I hate to say it, but this is going to be Riffa's to lose, and Kosalina doing a little bit of a dance. I think they're both having a little bit of a dance off there, just knowing full well that this match is done, and Dustin Riffa going to have a celebratory.
Wow, Triblast is good? Who knew? That's crazy. I never would have expected that. That's just...
Well, it does... Yeah, that's just how it goes. It's just... I could see what Kosalina was going for, trying to play aggressively against Ninjawa, just trying to stop them from being able to shimmy out of the way, especially consistently with the block teleports, but Riffa was having none of it.
Yeah, sometimes when you see they've got an arm that is very weak to aggression, you focus on that one little aspect of weakness, but you gotta remember, they're not just 3 individual parts. The character is an entire picture of left character and right. So if you focus too hard, you're not really getting the full experience. We're switching over to the Lola. Are we gonna see a Ditto on this? Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no! It's an ARM Ditto. So characters are different. That's it. Everything else is the same. Ice Dragon versus Triblast, respectively. And this is going to be a lot of fun. And the Dragons are just essentially just canceling each other out. But it's Kosalina who gets the worst of it.
When it comes down to it, in theory, Lola has a much easier time positioning these arms in weird ways that could trip Riffa up, but Riffa's just got the experience with this set that Kosa does not have. Riffa's been rocking this for years, well, as far as I know for Kosa, this is maybe a month, 2 months in development, so Riffa knows how this set works inside and out, and it's going to pay off.
well, to say that she's gotten the top 3, pretty much using it for quite a lot of it, bar the previous final, which was mostly Twin Top. She's exceptionally well with it so far, but is consistently getting walled out by the Tri-Blast, and Ripper is just rolling this match, just hanging back where they need to, and they do get nibbled every now and then, but again, they've got the better placement team.
Oh wow, Rippa went so close to getting hit by that tribal. I was so confident that his was gonna land first and stun Kosa out of it. This man is just, he's picked up something from Rep. I think Rep's been a bad influence on him because he's getting such cool guy strats off.
There he is. Both with Bush and Vapor, Ripper knows that they only need to land just one more hit and they'll take this point away. And I think they're trying to do it without using Rush, and just so.
Now Kosa needs to make some kind of change here. I don't think sticking with this set's necessarily the smartest thing unless she's going for more bounce placements or bounce cancel placements. Like, you gotta make some weird things happen with this set, because otherwise you're missing out on like a third of the potential that it has.
Absolutely, and the Dragon again is just gonna get quite 2 licks in there as well, and Cosalina goes past the 75% mark already. Does finally nip through with a Tri-Blast fully charged up, but consistently has the wake-up response and immediately pops it back into their favor. Rush gonna come out, but Vesta is not gonna be caught by that anytime soon. Let's go for the grab. Oh my god, get out.
I would love to see Kosa. I'm having such a good time in my head thinking of all the things that Kosa could do. That was not one of the things I was thinking about. I don't think anyone was thinking about a grab that raw going in. But yeah, it makes sense. Rip has been playing a lot to his shield considering Kosa's been putting out a lot of pressure. And once you get that read on him, that conditioning happening, you can start capitalizing.
Yeah,
oh, is that gonna...
No, it just dropped just very conveniently there for Cosalina. Both arms very much weak, but they have faded away, and the momentum potentially swinging back to Cosalina. If they can get another good couple of reads here, it could go back away, but she's going to find herself into critical yet again, and now she's got all the work to do. Blocks out the grab, goes connect with the rush. Where will this put Ripper? Just above them in terms of health, so Cosalina needs to get some consistent hits in here, and it's not going to do so. Went for the commitment, got caught by the Dragon.
At the end, though, I'm seeing Kosa is definitely mixing up her movement now. She's not just going movement option, hit, movement option, hit, movement option, hit. She's throwing in like 4 movement options, then 1 hit, and then going into like 2 more. Like, she's making progress through this. She's just got to make it faster, better, harder, stronger, makes us better. I don't know, Daft Punk lyrics.
You got most of them. Oh, I'll give you that one. All right, are we going back to? No, we're not going back to Mausoleum. We're going to Temple Grounds now. So, Cosalina is gonna stick with the Lola. So, we're not gonna have the same match again, are we? We're not gonna do another Ice Dragon Tri-Blast. I think we probably are, because I don't think I've seen Kosa bring out the Thunderbird once so far.
I was kind of hoping for double Tri-Blast. I mean, I don't think I could say that and still like feel good about myself, but I thought maybe we would see it because it'd be funny at the very least.
I mean, to be fair, it would make a character like this jar just sweat profusely if there's 6 horizontal bolts coming your way. It's just like, hey, you want to stop teleporting? There's 6 bolts for you.
Also has Rifa has the rush already. Very quick start, only like 20 seconds have passed so far, and Coach is already down to half of her health. These pillars are gonna. Whoa, where did that come from? What happened there?
Cosalina grabbed, enough said. That was beautiful. The pillar went down, Rifa committed, and just suddenly the grab just knocked past the dragon. That was quite amazing. And the rush is going to come out as well, deals 360, and Cosalina turned that around very quickly, although having said that, she is in danger of going down herself here, and Rifa does have the rush button that can activate, and does so. There's the KO.
Kosa got a little greedy right there. I think she thought she could get over and maybe put a Tri-Bolt out to cancel it. But her jump animation's not just too long. It's too long. Switching sides over here to maybe get some better counter activity on the dragons. But I don't think Rifa's really going to be shaken up by this.
Absolutely not. So far, Rifa's just, again, just playing at range, and it properly utilizes everything that they've got. And like you said, like, yes, Cosalina is doing really well with the loadout, but Rifa has had so much experience using this. Not going to get caught on the second time of asking for that.
And I'm sure maybe Kosa was thinking, well, even though I'm using the same set, he might not know how this plays out on Lola, but I'm sure he's experimented with other characters in the past. It's very rare that top players really only play their main like outside in the friendlies and stuff. So I'm sure Riffa knows how this functions with pretty much everybody.
Already pinning Costellina into the corner, which is just where you do not want to be. Arm weak on the left-hand side as well, and Rush is going to come out. Not going to get the full amount of it on this occasion, but Costellina survived for the most part, but she is in so much trouble here with 40 seconds on the clock. It just feels like it's a bit just to lose unless Costellina can find a way of swinging this momentum on her.
Oh, if you're gonna switch that, you probably shouldn't get blasted back all the way to the back corner. Riffa is zoning so hard, and usually, oh yeah, oh wow, okay! I thought Kosa was giving up, but it was all a bait. That was an Astro Ninja play right there. Oh, and she gets a rush out of it. Riffa must feel so stupid.
With 10 seconds to go, Costellina has lead, I think. Costellina has lead! If she holds on for 10 seconds, this would be absolutely hilarious. She just needs to avoid the rush, and she does so! She's gonna take the point! She takes that!
What the heck just happened? How did she play Dance Dance Revolution to power herself up? I've never seen that as a I've seen that as a like a swag strat. I've never seen that as a comeback strat before.
I hope somebody watching this clips that entire thing. That was absolutely amazing from Costellina to keep her dream of making it to Grand Final alive, and she gets the Tri-Blast as well. She starts with a slight advantage, but Riffa is clawing that rush back off their own very quickly here. But, gosh, if you're Costellina, you're riding on a different kind of high right now.
Yeah, there's certainly adrenaline coming from both players. I can't say either one is better than the other. Oh! That's definitely better for Riffa, though. Somehow, Kosa's went so wide. Does manage to get the grab and even things up a little bit more, but Riffa still has like a bar and a half of health advantage.
And yeah. Oh my word, that grab connected, but the Dragon's just about hit as well. How about that for time as they both essentially connected with their ulterior motives at the same time? And with that, Riffa has the momentum, has the health lead as well. The Tri-Blast finally just sent them back. That was a self-destruction there as well. I'm pretty sure I counted 2 explosions.
Riffa is playing so mad right now. Everything's fun in games until you try to make a match with Riffa fun in games. Then it is no longer fun in games for you. Riffa is just not giving Kosa options. He's making sure to not commit, making sure that he only throws out those arms when Kosa does. Very smart play. Clips Kosa's arm, but doesn't cancel out the rush. Gonna play safe, doesn't cancel it out even in the end, but then yeah, this is Riffa's.
Yeah, Riffa has this nice and tucked up now. That point really just, I think it made him mad more than anything. So finally does get the victory. It is going to be a straight up 3-0 on the side of Riffa, but I don't think that's what we're going to be talking about. We're just going to be talking about that play from Costellina because that was absolutely ludicrous.
Tisk, 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 Kosa, you poked the snake. Don't poke the snake! He's got a literal laser beam in his mouth. But what I wish I had like a slow-mo replay camera so I could just watch that back, because it seemed like Kosa was channeling like Neo there for a minute. That was crazy.
I think I've seen it once before in a tournament. I'm trying to remember if it was Grimwood or someone like that. It was either Grimwood or Ockrim, one of the two. It's because of the fact they both generally do play brass, and I know it's one of the brass players who did it. But they essentially did something like that, where they were just like, okay, I'm gonna give up, and then suddenly they were just like, yeah, actually, how about no? Just immediately ransacked to a comeback. I think that's the only time I can remember something like that happening, but not in flipping Underground Finals. That was just absolutely amazing.
Alright, I have a feeling, though, that this next match is going to be no funny business, no nonsense. Junior and Riffa have both been playing so crazy today. If Junior wins, we know that he's been a fraud, and the entire reason he did the first of 10 series was to cheat you all out of this.
Has Riffa won both of the PR Invitationals before this?
I have no idea. I know he won one of them because it says so on Discord. Other than that, could not tell you.
I wouldn't be surprised if he has won both of them. So essentially, Junior stands in the way of Riffa winning these Invitationals 3 out of 3. Like, we need a new winner. We need a new name on this thing. And
we
yeah,
very
Yoshi,
well
yeah.
see this. We could very well see this. Junior has been playing out of his mind. That Guardian has been doing so much more for him than I think most people could dream to achieve in their entire ARMS career.
Well, to be fair, Junior did get the best of Riffa earlier in the best of threes in the winners semi-finals, beating Riffa 2-0. Obviously, the stakes are a little bit more higher now that we're into grand final, but for Riffa, they're gonna have to do this in 2 different sets.
Yeah, we're still feeling Koza's impact here despite her being knocked out because Junior is still going with that roaster Guardian that he had to bust out against Koza. Like, Koza definitely is the one who shook things up the most. And the effects are going to be echoed throughout this last match. Riffa trying to run away, does end up making it out, gets the nice little dragon laser beam in there. That Guardian did some weird stuff with the dragon I've never seen before there.
Yeah, I was going to say that it's a very odd interaction between the two, with the dragon finally is getting the slight upper hand here, and again, Riffa just feels like they can potentially control this, although I have to set that Cobra is just as quick as Ninjara, and gets out of dodge of the first rush of the grand final.
Oh, come on, Junior! Junior! That was so sneaky. Tries to get that grab in the mid-air. Not going to end up working out, but he's got that pressure on Riffa, and that's what really is going to matter. Gets the hit and the explosion through it. And now I think that actually shifted things. That's definitely going to shift things into Junior's favor. Has the rush with Riffa barely at a sliver of his.
Yeah, that was a really smooth move from Junior. Commits to the rush as well and catches Riffa in mid-air. 340 damage. They are just looking for one tiny little tap, and there it is. Got the read perfect.
How do you read a Ninjara shield teleport like that? Like that had to be a 50-50. I don't think that could have been predictable. That was nuts. Riffa is switching over to that slap advantage to try to get around the Guardian, paying instant dividends, but we did see that the last time that they played, and it did not end up working out for him.
Clearly, Junior in that specific moment had a future sight on their side. It was just like, there's no way you could have got it that quickly, that correct. And both coming in with a curved tool as well. Obviously, Junior coming in with the Ram. And so far, it's Ethan Stevens as it stands. Guardian not going to get anything on this occasion. And it's a curved arm just makes the Guardian that a little bit harder to neutralize. Like, you can easily just slap around that. I mean, yes, the Ram is there. Oh, it's just zoning each other out here. Nobody seems to be able to land a hit at the moment.
Like you were talking about, that curved arm does make it harder, and I think it's being compounded by the fact that Ninjara really isn't that much slow when he's got an arm out. On certain characters like, I don't know, for example, of slowness, Mummy, he's still going to be pretty much locked in place when he's got that out, so you can move around. But Ninjara, good solid way. He's going to have his movement a little encumbered here, though. The Kid Cobra advantage and privilege is real. Gets that Guardian right in there at the very end for 295, and Junior has everything going his way right now.
Yeah, that was unfortunate from Riffa. The pair of them executed their rushes at the exact same time. There was literally no pause between it, and Junior got significantly better advantage of that. Thankfully for Riffa, they were too far away to be properly punished, but with 10 seconds to go, well, that's it. That's going to be a KO, and that's Junior's lead in this grand final. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's obviously too early to say anything for how Riffa's going to play in the next 2 matches, but some of those plays felt so devastating. The trapping was so good. Like, you think you just have to deal with the Guardian when it's up close, but you got to think about, he's not really looking to punish you with the Guardian. He's looking for your exit strategy. And if your exit strategy is not correct, or if he just waits long enough to see what you're doing, it's really hard to get out.
Seriously is, and with that, the first match is going to go Junior's way. Remember, like I said, Riffa has to win 2 best-of-5 sets against Junior because he's came up to the underground bracket. Junior just needs to win 1 more set, and we are going to take this to Temple Grounds, and neither of our fighters are going to be switching anything in their loadouts.
Yeah, this will give Riffa better range, but I don't know if it'll actually help him against that trapping. Those corners are far more devastating, and that back wall is sloped at such a weird angle that basically you can ride it with that ram. So at any time you're against that wall, it could just hit you out of nowhere.
Absolutely can, and so far the Guardian not being able to fully utilize at this point. Riffa has A little bit more of a base ground to cover, although the Ram is still going to be a formidable arm, especially in mid-air. And again, giving the another little bit of a rotation. And you don't want to be stuck in that corner for too long, Ripper. You know full well how this normally plays out. Finally, this late stage, just a little bit more momentum on the side.
I think Rippa is really going to want these pillars going. Junior is able to lock him down behind them with that Guardian. And he's gotta either make some weird use of them by like poking in and out with the Dragon Triblast on either side. But Junior's just not giving it to him. He's just giving him the pain, putting him back into the wall.
Yeah, the grab from Cobra is always scary, especially with the Guardian as well. Just that little extra tiny bit of damage. It's going to get another read with the Dragon, and does have health advantage here, Ripper. But at any point, Junior is not afraid to just throw out the grab. I guess it's all those matches with Coslina must have taught Junior that grab is totally a legitimate strategy as the rush comes out as well. 365, and it puts Ripper into critical.
Good thing for Rippa is it does get rid of that pillar, so his Dragon is not going to be encumbered for the next round, or if he needs to get one last hit with this distance between them, I don't think even a heartfelt song is going to be able to bridge the gap. Oh, maybe a rush will, though! Oh, the rush actually will!
Little last second play. Remember how I said mentioned Coslina teaching Junior about grabs? I think she taught Rippa about last second plays as well, because there's another one.
All right, switching over to the Roaster now, going for the more straightforward cancellation. This did work out for him very well last time around. He will be losing out some of that unpredictability, but he's getting a lot of speed out of it.
Already finds himself in the corner. Don't want to beat there. The Dragon is just waiting off the shield, but hey, there's a grab, and that will absolutely do for him. It gives him center stage.
Yeah, honestly, their Junior was more in the corner than the guy in the corner actually was. Rippa is able to control things so well when he's in the corner. He basically plays like he's got a wide open space. And that kind of cool, calm, and collected attitude is so important for getting out of dire situations.
Another quick little 1-2 poke as well from the Bolt and the Dragon respectively. And gets the punish as well. Right place, right time with that glove. But it's not going to get a risk of their own. It's just going to be chip damage and nothing more. Although having said that, it does break the arm. The Junior is just fun.
What if the Dragon hit after the arm was healed? Gosh, things can happen so weirdly with those angles on Dragon. Jumping up high and planting it, going down low and getting it right at your feet. Rippa's got those angles, and that's what's really helping him out here.
It certainly is, and with that, it is going to bring this set to 1 apiece. Rippa keeping their hopes of locking out the PR Invitationals with 3 out of 3 on the line. And it's going to be Junior's turn to pick from the stages. Straight back, are we? No, we're going to Mausoleum. Yep, straight back to Mausoleum.
Yeah, if you don't ban it, and if they don't ban it, you won there, why not go there again? It's definitely a great advantage that Junior won Game 1. If he goes to Game 5, it's going to be on his pick. Like, Game 1 is such a critical one to take, and that's going to show here in Game 3, too.
Certainly is, and once again, we see Ripper coming out with the win with the slats. Slats somewhere will be proud to see more of the slats being represented out here. The Ram just about trying to cancel it for the most part, and Junior not going to allow Ripper to take some zero. I feel like in a stage like this, Ripper is fine just dashing consistently around the outside.
The pace has certainly picked up from the last match now that they have nowhere to run and it's absolutely open field. Rippa thrown it to the back corner, has the rush, so Junior has to back off, make sure that he's playing safely. But he can't get too far back because otherwise that slap is just going to home in on him and not have to worry about missing wide to the side.
Absolutely, and obviously Ripper can go for that juggle rush. We saw it happen with the popper earlier, and we could see it with the slap as well. It's a little bit more trickier to land with the slap, but that is a Guardian shot, and that is going to be a free grab for Junior.
Now that Junior's got... Oh, Junior got control back and seized on it instantly. Goes for the rush. Rippa, I think down to last hit. I think a charged Ram would do it. A Cobra grab certainly will. And I think that might actually put some damage. Yeah, some damage on the trampoline for his troubles, too.
Yeah, that was smooth moves there from Junior. It just seemed to be one consistent hit after another, and Rippa had no answer, could not get into an ideal position to come back from that rush. And, Junior, it's always nice when you see players not be afraid to throw out the grab.
Now Rifa's got to be very scared of his positioning, though. If he gets caught while he's in the center of that platform, it will give Junior a huge advantage that Rifa really doesn't have tools to deal with. That Dragon's not going to be able to drag along and cancel out stuff. He is able to get the freeze up and get some control back, but man, Rifa's got to be so scared right now. He's got to be so scared right now.
The Ram didn't even curve. It was just a straight hit with the Ram that took Rifa out of rush there. And the Ram is going to poke on through again. Somewhat cancel out the Dragon. Does get the freeze and the knockdown. And, well, I know Junior does not have the health lead here, but we saw how quickly that could turn. And the trampoline is out.
Oh, goes for the rush. The Dragon looked like the head might actually poke through and see that weird interaction again, but no dice. Rifa still in the lead. Junior almost gets self-punished with the Guardian, but it just whizzes past. Rifa's looking for that rush, and he's going to burn it the second he gets it. And yep, there it is.
Yeah, just baited Junior out. Junior fully committed, and there was nothing that they could do to cancel out the rush on that exchange. So, one apiece again, but who's in a better position here?
At round start, it's definitely going to Junior. Who knows how it could go once he starts swinging, but... Well, yeah, Junior's got up on him. Oh!
That was 2 hits in a row with the charged Ram and then a grab for good measure, and that could set the tone of how this point goes. Both will charge up their rush at roughly the same time, but Junior's been so aggressive here that it might not even matter in the grand scheme of things.
Taking on the aggression, tries to get a weird angle on the platform right there, but Junior just dashes forward. Kid Cobra's burst momentum is absolutely insane, where Ninjara gets good consistently. Kid Cobra's just got such good burst potential, and he bursts over to the side to get the Ram out. Rifa is in trouble, not going to be able to get around that. Rifa's air mobility in round 2 was absolutely perfect. You saw it. He was not necessarily panicking. He wasn't panicking to get out of the way of stuff. He was just looking for rush. But that was a panic jump, and Rifa just did not have the tools to get out of it.
No, absolutely not. Like the second that trampoline came out, you just felt it was Junior's to really, like the second you have that momentum going on your side, and especially with a character like Cobra, it was just every single time they bounced on that trampoline, Rifa did not have the read at all. Going for the rush, Junior went straight off to the right, not in the direction that Rifa was hoping, and got punished by the Ram as well. And with that, it is a 2-1 lead. Junior just needs one more win to give themselves the title of the Invitational winner. But Rifa's not going to go down that easy, and you know it.
Starting off back on the stage from round 2. If they don't ban it, why not go back to it? With the initial blast with the Tri-Blast, trying to find some pokes, and he really does need to get these pillars down again. That's when he really started coming into his own. Because if he's trapped off like that, then Junior's just going to be able to land those fancy schmancy plays.
Absolutely, and the shield's gonna just poke away again, and the Guardian all the way from behind just catches Rifa. The second you forget to pay attention to the Guardian is the second it bites you in the beat.
Yeah, it's such like a little child when it comes to how much attention it demands. Though Rifa is saying, look at me right now. He's getting so many good plays off right there. Good freeze into the punish. Gonna go for the rush right here on Junior's end. Rifa able to back out of the way, staring the Guardian in the face and just not caring, not able to capitalize at first, but does find it on the second time around.
And they have full-on advantage here, 40 seconds left on the clock, although a grab like that could very quickly swing things back the way, and Rifa knows this very well indeed. Trying to get another couple little picks, and finally does though. One more hit should just about do it, and they'll be able to hold on to rush, I would assume. So it just is the case of how much could Junior get up? Oh, the cheeky little Guardian hit once again.
Yeah, I wonder if Rifa buffered a jump there because he knew he was going to get hit and thought, okay, well, I at least got to get in the air here so I can't get grabbed. Goes for his rush. Junior's Guardian is going to eat it, and it's going to be stunned down, and Junior has no way to get out of it.
It's one of those moments where it's like you have 7 seconds left on the clock. If you get the punish, that's great, but if you shield it, you can do something in the last 5 seconds. Unfortunately, you know, you go for those when you can, and Junior has been great so far with hitting with the curved arms on the rush, just not on that occasion.
Oh, counter grab here by Rifa. It looked like he was gonna just go for some small punish, but instead goes for the flashy plays. But speaking of flash, the rush flash comes out, and Junior's gonna get 365 out. Rifa now in the back corner, does manage to teleport out, but Junior's corralling him back in.
Certainly is, and again the Guardian and Ram just shuts them down immediately. The Dragon not going to quite get the hit on that occasion, the Side Blast at least does. The Ripper on the cusp of critical already, and you just feel like it's only a matter of time before Junior finds a way through, although having said that, these Dragons are bringing it back into Ripper's favor here, and the longer range that Ripper has, the more this will play to their advantage. Rush is going to come out.
And the same thing happened again! Not again, Junior!
Oh, Junior, you can't lose to this 2 times in a row. That would just be unfortunate. Like, that's just bad luck in and of itself. One more hit is all Ripper needs to take the set to 2 apiece. Junior does have rush. They will commit to it, but Ripper is going to get away from all of it, and the Dragon gets the pick.
Yeah, Junior had an arm that he could have thrown out to get that air hover, then he would have been fine, but just saves that Ram for some reason. Doesn't go for the last second play. And that is going to bring it to 2-2, Game 5 of the potential first set and maybe a second set.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, we're probably going to go back to Mausoleum because it hasn't been banned. So, yep, that's Mausoleum. So, it's definitely going to be in Junior's favor. Like you said earlier, winning that first match gives you this kind of advantage going into a match 5 scenario. So, essentially, if Junior wins this, it's over. If Ripper wins this, well, we're got another best of 5 to play, my friends.
Yeah, Junior's gonna have to, he's gonna have to go full cowboy here and make sure to herd Ripper in the exact right position. That's not a great start. You really don't want that to happen at the beginning.
It's like a punch is all well and good at the first one, but you never want to get caught in a grab for the first play. And the trampoline is going to take a little bit of a knock here and make that 2! The trampoline is down 20 seconds.
It's been 18 seconds. Calm down, boys. God, you can feel the testosterone just beaming off of them right now. I can smell it all the way in the U.S.
Trust me, I don't want to spell it at all. We're on the cusp of critical on Junior. Junior also have the arm weak on the right-hand side as well. It's all relentless pressure here from Ripper. It's almost like they're playing a completely different game here. Where has this Ripper been in this best of 5 so far? Finally, the Ram does come down, but Ripper's got such a massive health lead here.
That dragon on the trampoline is doing a lot more for Ripper than I think a lot of people initially thought it would. Normally you think Kid Cobra is just gonna approach, throw out that Ram, cancel it out. But Ripper gets these weird angles that rain down justice from above. And it's doing a ton for him. We're going to potentially the last round of this set. Would take it over to a second one.
He seriously could, and Ripper realized that, oh snap, the dragon does work. Finally just get caught out by the Ram Junior. Is Junior forced to self-destruct now, I do believe.
Oh, that Guardian came in. Ripper had nowhere to go. If he went to the left, he was going to get hit. If he went back to center, he was going to get hit. If he jumps, he's going to get hit. And now Junior is channeling the same aggressive play that Ripper was doing that last round. Rush coming out another time. It's going to get eaten. Junior's been 3 times. We gotta have a talk, buddy.
We seriously do, and again another nice little dragon hit from Ripper. Junior trying to do the anything you can do, I can do better card, but Ripper has quickly brought that health right back down to an even point. The Ram is not getting through consistently enough, and the dragon is working wonders for Ripper on this stage. Junior's in critical.
Guys, Ripper's not even getting off the platform. He's just staying on there, making it his domain and making sure Junior knows not to come through. But I think Junior's ready to clap back with the Guardian. The rush is in Ripper's favor right now, though, so he can't overcommit. And we've seen how Junior's been dealing with these rushes. I'm so scared for him. I'm so scared for him.
Yeah, the dragon is going to hit. That's a freeze, and that's a KO. That's a KO. It's another best of 5. We are having a bracket reset.
That was the weirdest to end that with a rush flash I've ever seen. How did he kill before the rush flash came out? That was really wonky. It was beautiful.
Well, bracket reset, my friends. Ripper, like I said, is not giving up their title anytime soon. They want to win 3 out of 3 for the Invitationals. Junior has to go again. They had a 2-1 lead, and they've seen Ritha pull it back time and time again. And the worst part is, Ritha now knows how to win a mausoleum.
Yeah, it might be time to introduce a fresh stage into this match, because it's definitely staling out. You're getting diminishing returns from this every time you go here. Though Junior, again, throwing off the ankle weight, going for the Ram and the Roaster. A lot more speed, but he's going to miss out on some of that trapping potential that he had.
Well, so far, it's not hindering him too much. They're playing, well, they're pretty much going all in with the aggression at this point. Roaster does get another hit, pings Ripper straight back down, and suddenly, it really does like a completely different match, isn't it? The Dragon is just not being able to be utilized in the slightest.
Yeah, Rippa benefited a lot from that trampoline, and honestly, if he wants to play to it this round, I really wouldn't put any blame on him. It would be a power play to get that out on his own terms in a Kid Cobra matchup.
And the would both doesn't have Rush available, and the blast is going to catch Junior by surprise. A little bit of a knockback on the platform, and does catch the Rush. I thought Ripper might get away with it, but does take the damage. Some on the cusp of critical, but we know Ripper, they can turn this around on just immediately.
Junior is playing a lot safer now, just shielding against those instead of punishing out, and I'm glad to see that he is adapting. Sometimes it can be really hard for players to adapt to a set like that, especially right after they're probably getting tilted by that. The Tri-Blast drops it! Rippa now actually has a little bit of a disadvantage when it comes to this matchup. He does have some good damage on Rippa's Ram. Unfortunately, he does get clipped on the left, and we are seeing the return of Rippa.
Yeah, Ripper's coming back with a vengeance. It's as long as one of those bolts hit, that'll do the damage. And Junior is going to come straight back out with the Guardian and get the first hit with the Ram as well. And Trampoline is out.
There it is. There's that power play. Junior going for the rush off of it. Rippa landing, actually manages to get through most of that. Only 160 going. It looks like maybe he's been practicing that at some point. I don't really know how you practice holding in left stick properly, but there's got to be some way. If there's some way to do it, Rippa's done it.
Yeah, and Ripper's going to go for that rush as well. And Junior not going to try and go for the punish on the occasion. Too many fails at this point to really risk it. They want to try and get the assistant points. They've just traded blows 2 times in a row, and finally the grab is going to put it in Junior's favor.
He's got that Guardian back up. He can certainly put out some more aggressive pressure in this situation, but Rippa really does not want to relinquish his domain. Might have to, though. Junior's got that rush, and he's charging forward. He's just barreling right towards him, but Rippa's got the freaking shotgun to just get him down every time. No trespassing on his property.
The self-destruct was an awkward one as well. The Guardian, I guess, just about clipped it. Dragon not going to get anything from that, and Junior decides to commit to the rush to get the KO. We are going to have one apiece in our first match.
It's very interesting that Junior's been sticking with the Guardian when it comes to the trampoline being out. Normally you'd think you don't want the slow arm to be the one to traverse that. Normally you want something quick so you're safe the whole time. But Junior's so confident with it. It's basically a second brain for him, which makes sense considering it is basically a hit.
I mean, it's fine, and obviously it's just gritting, just waiting to get in on the action. A grab from Ripper this time around, straight back onto the trampoline. And I guess the best part with the trampoline and the Dragon is that you can fire off that laser at such an awkward angle for Junior to have to deal with. Does get the ram hit at the very least, immediately falls Ripper. Junior isn't that far away from getting rush as well here.
He's just going to play safe for a little bit longer. Stepping into this ring without rush is basically asking to get peppered by something. He's not in a great place right now, unfortunately.
Weak on the left-hand side for Junior as the pressure continues to mount from Ripper, and they're both going to commit to this.
Rush.
And Ripper is still it's going to get caught. 265. So Junior at least pops the health back down, but now they have to get the successful read from Ripper. Hacker's grab will certainly play some mind games with them. Ripper knows this. They can't afford to get phased out because they know Junior will have to speed to try and find a way to punish.
Yeah, Junior's certainly going back to basics right now with his movement and his plan. And that's always a good thing to do. You got to remember your fundamentals. If you're playing all on tricks, eventually you're going to run out of things to pull out of your bag. Rippa going for the tricky Guardian deflect right there. If he didn't pull that off, that would have been disastrous, but he ends up making it work, and he somehow always finishes these on the trampoline.
That's twice in a row he's finished that on the trampoline. And having been 2-1 down in the initial grand final, Ripper now leads by a 1-0 in the bracket reset. This is looking like it could go to the wire again, but the momentum is starting to shift in the side of Ripper. And also, just a quick little shout out, Your Games. Thank you very much for that raid. That is greatly appreciated. Welcome to the competition. You're just in time for the grand final reset.
Are we going to see another return to... Oh, we're actually seeing a new stage, one that Junior has done very well on today. We're going back over to the beach. We're going to bust on that beach.
Please don't. This is a family-friendly stream.
All right. Let's see what they're bringing here. Same sets, it looks like.
Yep, same sets. Is the Guardian going to start? Oh my gosh. Every single time I see Junior just switching through arms and temporarily, like, both Guardians finger on the street. Like,
no, do it. It's the power play. It's the way you get in their head. It's all mind games. Oh, Junior almost gets the self-punish right there on Rifa. Rifa has been instantly back into this corner. He's had barely any time to process what stage they're on, and he's already getting bullied on it.
Yeah, hot pocket territory, and Ripper finally does slide on out of there, realizing very quickly it's the last place they want to be, especially with a Guardian Roaster. It's just like, you just feel like you're being suffocated down there. Rush is going to come out and does clip once again. And again, that laser just doing so much damage, 360 on that run.
Oh, calls him out while he's in the air. Before he can even get the invisibility poof off, Junior with the rush, he's going to have to find some interesting way to use it, because on this stage, there's so much room to run away from it, especially when Rifa's up against the long wall.
Yeah. It's like time and a place to commit for the rush. Rifa not too far away from being in rush capacity. And Junior says, you know what, screw it, I'm going to go for it now. Catches them in midair, 320. It puts them in the driver's seat temporarily and forces Rifa to the hot pocket, but they're not going to care. They get a nice little clip, and both are in KO range. A punch apiece. Well, this could go either way. The grab will take it. What a grab.
But it's a punch apiece when you can just confirm that in with two of them. Junior might be getting a little too read heavy, though. We saw when he got Rifa in the hot pocket, he threw those arms out to the side to cover both options, but he never covered stand in place. Junior might have to rely a little more on reactions now, because these reads have been kind of going hit or miss for him.
Seriously do. And Rifa does have the rush available as well. Immediately connects to it, but Junior has the shield up and goes, I'm gonna just wait my turn.
Yeah, smart. He's going back to the basics, getting back to his instincts and making sure he stays safe. Though charging in with a Guardian broken like that, I don't know how safe you call it. Then the Roaster broken, I don't know how safe he actually is at any given moment.
Those 2 breaks in 3 seconds. What happened there, Junior? Commits to the rush, and Rifa in the one place they don't want to be. Square in the corner, already committed to a move, and that is a lot of damage. Puts Rifa into critical. They do have rush of their own to bounce back with if they wish, but a Guardian shock and a grab will seal it.
Well, hot pockets weren't doing a ton for Junior. Those lukewarm pockets up top did a lot for him right there. Really kept Rifa into one space and could just unload into him whenever he wanted to.
Well, one apiece, and if you thought the Rifa was going to take this in a 3-0 clean sweep after what was going on in the previous 2 matches, thankfully, that is not going to happen. So, 1 apiece, and where are we going? We're going to Temple Grounds. I like the...
Oh, sorry, you go ahead.
No, you started there.
Okay, no, you go. No, you.
Joe, you can't pull the leave on me. This is not how this works.
Oh, good hit right there by the Guardian, making sure he's... Ram, excuse me. He's kept behind that pillar, and Rifa... Traditionally, you know, Ninjara doesn't really have a hard time with pillars, but with a set that's so committal and so one-shotty like Rifa's is, you really don't want to be stuck behind there, especially against a Ram that can just come in and sweep behind you.
Absolutely. Like I said, both slowly but surely charging that rush. Junior playing so aggressively as well. Rifa's just trying to get into a position where they can actually start to punish, but so far it's not happening. Just trying to get a poke with the Tri-Flash as the Guardian breaks through one of those pillars, and slowly but surely it will turn back to the favor. So it's really how much damage can Junior add on before Rifa finally gets into this good field of play, which to be fair, they find themselves in now.
I'm honestly surprised Rifa hasn't gone for this rush yet. There's been a lot of times where Junior's either been landing or has that Guardian right out in front of Rifa, where he could definitely safely unload it and break that Guardian once again, though being on the other side now of the dragon will certainly help with that. It's going to throw out a much more advantageous and dodgeable position. Unfortunately, Rippa's not in a very dodgeable position. Will get caught by that and is now into the back wall. Does manage to get out, though, but he really doesn't have a good place to go.
Having said that, though, another nice little pick could confirm into a rush, and you know the dragon does a lot of damage in that position, and Junior cannot afford to be taking anything like that with 10 seconds left on the clock. Ripper knows that they have to be the ones to make the play here. Dragon not gonna connect. Ripper connect, goes for the rush, not gonna hit it.
Oh, Junior! Oh, Junior! Oh!
Thankfully, the second dragon could not connect, and Junior just about gets away with that.
We were like 2 seconds away from the same events playing out again, but Rifa is going to make sure to keep things fresh. Goes over to the Mandarin. Really wants to make sure that these curves and Guardian are not connecting. He's got a lot more parry power now and a lot more ability to punish. This is in every way a true counter to what Junior's been bringing to the table.
And broken already on the right hand side, but does manage to get a Ram hit to immediately floors Ninjara and puts it right onto his cushion. Does have rush available as well and gets a grab off of that explosion as well. Always good commitment from Junior. Not afford to be taking these 1-2 hits from the bolts and especially the flash.
Ram right there and confirms it into the rest of the rush for 360. Rippa now down to the last third. Junior not too far ahead, and when rush comes out, this will all even up. Might even be slightly in Rippa's favor. We'll just have to see how Junior responds. He's not closing in, but that does allow Rippa to get closer.
Certainly does, and now finally does pin Junior into the corner, who immediately goes straight towards center stage. Not gonna allow Rippa to get a chance to go for this. Now Junior is in KO range for that rush, but that grab is going to keep Ripper on his toes, puts him into critical first.
Just literally, how is he doing this? I mean, I know the input is just both triggers, but he's pressing both triggers so beautifully. I don't really know how to describe it. It's just a beautiful index finger squish.
Yeah, Junior sliding out of that rush completely as well, so keeps the damage at a minimum.
Oh!
Got the shot with the Guardian as they left their feet as well. They have the advantage, they have the rush, they commit to it. Ripper tried to go for the grab, not going to happen, and Junior finally takes a point from Temple Grounds.
Yeah, who in chat said Rippa is unbeatable on Temple Grounds? Look at what just happened. You cursed him. You're a monster.
Normally it's Commentator's curse, but in this time it's the chat curse. And Ripper is going, no, that did not count. We are going back to Temple Grounds.
All right, chat, be nice to Rippa. Be nice to him. Look what you did, Landy. Think about your actions. Go sit in the corner.
So is this 2-1?
Yeah, it's 2-1 now.
So Junior is back in a 2-1 position, and again we find ourselves on Temple Grounds, and the dragon starts off going, yeah, that definitely didn't count. Here's what I can do again.
And if Junior does lose this, he's got stage pick in game 5. Like, we're seeing double right now. This is kind of crazy.
Yeah, this could get a match 10 if we're not careful, and Tri-Blast is going to make sure that Junior does not get a chance to get back into position properly. They're sliding straight up to Ninjara, though. They're playing incredibly aggressive here. Another 1-2 combination with the Ram and the Guardian, and Ripper suddenly is not getting the playstyle they'd like.
Junior is maybe going a little too hard right now, though. There's mind games, and then there's just having too much fun with yourself, and I think Junior might be having a little too much fun. Rippa does not get the Dragon Beam, but he does plow down the pillar, and that could be crucial for his game plan. So either way, I still see this as being positive.
Yeah, it certainly is, and Rippa also in KO range as well here, and Junior realizes that, goes for the rush. Will it be the KO? It is the KO, 355. It means that Junior is a point away from breaking the invitational streak on the side of Ripper. It is all to play for now.
Yeah, right now, Junior must have a great landlord because he's definitely living in Rippa's head rent-free, and he continues to do so. Oh my gosh, puts him up against the corner. Gonna take it slow, though. We know what happens when Junior gets a little too cheeky and plays a little too fast.
Certainly is, but again, Ripper gets caught out in mid-air. These Ram and Guardian placements from Junior are just on point every time. The blast not going to hit on Disengage, blocked out again by the Guardian, and that was weird. If that was the bolt that was coming through, I didn't even see them coming.
Now Rifa has the complete advantage when it comes to range. You do not want to let Rifa approach you. That is just bad news, Bears. If you're getting close, you want to do it on your terms.
Yeah, I was going to say that the more Junior approaches you, the more stressful the situation becomes. Junior does find himself past the halfway mark here and actually on the cusp of being KO'd by a successful rush if Rifa just so wants to go for it. But at this point, they've got such a health lead, they're probably going to try and hold on to this and preserve it for the final point. But Junior needs to find a way of slowing this ninja down. They're just going all over the place.
Yeah, Junior, it looks like he's really going for some kind of bait to, like, set Rifa up to get a rush. But if you know that rush is coming, then you're not going to play into it. Though maybe he honestly should just take it at this point. Playing around the rush can definitely be a detriment. If you're, oh, and there the rush comes out. It will connect. Is it going to kill? So
no,
close.
KO with 10 seconds to go. They're both in critical. They are both in critical. Rifa has to land this rush or the match and tournament is all over.
Junior, don't go in the air. Junior, don't go in the air. Junior, why? Junior, why? I see exactly why, but like why? Why, but why?
Oh my god, you dropped the shield.
Remember those cool guy plays Junior was doing before? Rifa has absolutely adopted his persona right now. That was insanely close up and insanely hard to get around. There was no way he could get around that. These last second rushes never work out except for when they do.
Oh my goodness, so we go into the next point. And again, Rifa has to win this to keep this set alive. Another consistent hit, and Rifa is suddenly playing on a completely different level. Rush on hand, but it's almost like they're not going to even need it. Junior finally does get a grab, but look at the health lead that Rifa has.
Yeah, Junior gave him the chance to activate, and that was a bad play, and you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have given him the chance to activate. What are you doing, man?
Junior has went from the most winnable of winnable situations, and we are back where we started. It's 2-2 in the grand final bracket reset. This is match number 10.
Oh, he let go of block, and that's what went wrong. Oh, it's right there. Your thumb is on it all the time. Why did you let it go?
Oh my goodness me. Also, the chat went absolutely bananas, and I do not blame them. Oh my goodness me. I hope your hearts are doing okay. Our voices are nearly gone, but our spirits are high. We have a final match going on here, and you remember a few years back when we had the finals of that NA Canada Open? It went to the final round, and then we had an overtime. Do you reckon we could get one here now?
Honestly,
full circle.
I want to see if we get a double KO at some point. Would be so like round 3 double KO. It's bound to happen. We've just cursed it now. It's gonna happen.
Well, we'll soon find out. Junior coming back in with the Guardian and immediately slides in to the open arms of Rifa.
Junior's got him backed up against here. He's trying to play that keep away strategy, but against Rifa's mobility and set, it's really hard to do so. You know he wants to, but it's just not going to pan out. We did see Junior trap him in these pockets up top here before, though, and that's where a lot of his damage came from. So he's able to corral him in and play that cowboy role he loves playing. And we'll see a lot of damage.
I mean, he did get the finishing blow on one of those corners anyway, and Rifa does go back towards the hot pocket area, but they're not afraid of that area, as we saw in that previous run earlier in the set. And so far, Rifa does have health lead. Junior is committed to this, goes for the rush, and walls him in. 370 damage. Going for a roller, Rifa can just fight back with the rush of their own. So it's down to how will Junior control this answer. Not very well, caught by the tri-blast.
I think he's just got to use his air mobility. Oh, Junior! He had the funny button! Junior, he had the funny button! Why'd you do that?
Oh, he jumped and committed to a grab. Why would you grab it mid-air?
Knowing full well Rifa has the rush and will deploy it at any time. It is championship point then for Rifa going in to this match. Junior has it all to do and is not going to start the way they'd like to leave again. Caught by the dragon, not once but twice. Make that 3 times.
Oh, I guess they've switched the lease up because now Rifa is the one who's absolutely got like a 3-bedroom penthouse inside of Junior. He's trying to bring it back and throw him out, but he just cannot get away from him so far.
That grab is finally going to curve on through and get them sort of a hit on, but Ripper is kind of in the driver's seat here. Another Triblast hit. Arm weak on the right-hand side. It's all going wrong for Junior in this matchup. And Ripper is just going to dangle around. Finally does get caught on the grab.
Oh, gets another grab though. Junior might be remounting this pressure. He does have to take this, and he's got to watch out for this rush, but Riff is in the ideal position for him to just keep shading things up. Not a great angle for him to throw Riffa at, but with the health difference, he can kind of make it work. There's going to be a rush here from one of them. Okay! Okay! Game 5, last round. Here comes the double KO.
Yeah, I was going to say that was 3 grabs in a row for Junior, uncontested, and then Ripper just goes down to the rush. Ripper does start with the advantage. They have the rush and can play the mind games here. So Junior has to do everything in their power to even that gap as much as they can.
Yeah, guys, after this, you might want to go to your local Walgreens and make sure your blood pressure is not like dangerous levels, because things are so intense right now. Neither one of them wants to commit. Ripper went for a big commit.
A long-range grab. You are always questioning when you see the long-range grabs come out, but hey, Ripper lands it, so they'll take it. Finally getting shut down by the Ram. Junior slowly but surely almost got rushed back up to the square one, and with the health as it is, Junior could still yet win this.
Then with the rush, Rippa usually comes down to the win in these situations, but if Junior's able to pin him down in the position he's got him. Okay, goes for it. Rippa knows not to go for the counter rush, doesn't want to get anything too fancy, but he's got to make something happen. He's at a third of his health while Junior's barely been scratched.
Yeah, Ripper is on the cusp of critical. Finally does get a 1-2 combo, puts them back towards the center stage. They've got to do something. 35 seconds left on the clock. Yes, it's still plenty of time. We've seen Ripper do the last second shenanigans so many times in this tournament. But they're not going to hit anything from that range. And the Ram sends Ripper into critical. This could very well be it.
Junior is letting that Guardian stay out a lot longer now and just letting it approach on Rippa, and he really doesn't have a way to get around it here with that short width to stage. He's trapped in just one area, and with 9 seconds, I don't know if there's actually enough time. There's definitely not going to be, since the clock is going to stop there, and Junior, despite getting reset on, despite getting taken to Game 10, is going to take it. The first PR Invitational that Rippa doesn't win.
Ripper's reign, Ripper's streak is over at last. A new victor for the PR Invitational, and it is Junior after a 10-match thriller. I know we do promote those first to 10 things quite a lot of times, but my friends, you've had a nice, lovely preview of those kind of shenanigans right here and now. A 3-2 grand final followed up by another 3-2 grand final, albeit with different results. It is Junior who finally dethrones Ripper. My goodness me, everybody take a massive breath.
I can't believe Junior played all of you in his first to 10 series like that. This was the plan all along, you fools. You shouldn't have signed up, stupid ass. He got in there so narrowly, but so well at the end. I don't know what switch flipped in his head, but that was an instant power up right there. Oh, fantastic play by both of y'all.
Oh,
Holy cow.
That was great from start to finish. Well, today, I mean, we pretty much had, the only thing it didn't have was like a bonus round in terms of a double KO or a timeout draw. Everything else we got. We got the literal 0-second win. We got rushes broken through when we were least expecting it. We got questionable Guardian plays. We had Tribolt hit it at the barest millimeters of width, and then we had literal last second dunk KOs, which just came out of nowhere. We had it all.
Even though Kosa didn't make it all the way to the finals, I gotta say, I really think she's the one who defined this tournament today. She made everybody up their element and got some, she got into everybody's head to the point where they were playing her game even when she wasn't playing.
Yeah, I was like, Junior committed to more grabs, Ripper committed to more last-second shenanigans. It's like, Kozolina literally influenced the pair of them in that grand final match. I mean, and even without like semi-joking about that, Kozolina did amazingly well to get to winners final, which guaranteed her place in top 3 no matter what happened. That is a feat in and of itself. Heck, she went the distance with Junior, and despite going 3-0 down to Ripper, that match against Junior was amazing.
Yeah, and even though it was a 3-0, it was like a close 3-0. Is that something you can say? Like she's keeping everybody on their toes despite playing a new character for a lot of this tournament. She's still influenced everything. I'm really excited to see it when Costa takes the time to develop her Lola more, what it could mean for the future of EU.
It absolutely could, and with that being said, again, we will just quickly run down the order of things. So, your winner of the third PR Invitational, it is going to be Junior after, yes, a full-distance 10-match thriller. Rifa finally conceding the top spot for once, finishes in second place, and like we said, Coslina in third. Just missing out on that money position is Replicant down in fourth, and then we had Iceman, Yam, Okrim, and Penzo bringing up the rear.
Oh yeah, thank you guys, everybody who played, everybody who watched, everybody who commentated, including both of us, I guess. I don't know where I was going with that phrase, but
yeah.
Thank you to me for being amazing at this.
I was like, well done, me. Thanks, me. Handshake, good. Yeah. But no, seriously though, thank you very much for hosting this. The initial plan was for me to host this, but Retail did its thing and made sure to absolutely screw me over today. But that will no longer happen because I'm no longer working Retail. But seriously though, Hammer, you have done amazing from start to finish. Thank you so much for hosting this and starting the entire streamer.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. Always love EU. I've just straight up said I'm so biased towards EU ARMS. It's just the best region to watch. It's so much more. It's just so much more fun than any of the other ones.
Are you saying that because America is mostly coil?
I'm saying it because America is mostly stupid. I freaking EU is so much more fun. I'll just say it.
Aww.
Yeah.
Aww. That means a lot. Thank you. Speaking of NA, I assume that you'll be taking part in the Open next weekend.
Maybe, I don't know. Since we might be doing individual stream, I don't know what's really happening in terms of streaming, so we'll play it by ear. If not, probably not, because, like, playing ARMS, imagine playing the game you commentate. Yikes, couldn't be me.
And with that, I think that is pretty much going to do it. Before we do go, we do have our usual shenanigans to do, and Hammer, where can people find your wonderful face?
If you want to find my very average and plain face, you can go to twitter.com/flowhammer, which I will link. And I know I haven't been streaming a lot very recently, but if you go and follow my Twitch is linked in my Twitter. I'm gonna start streaming once I get better internet when I go back to college, and I'm planning on slugging through the Shin Megami Tensei games because I'm absolutely addicted after Persona 4.
Ooh, have fun with that. And as for me, you can find me at Tamashi Kanjo. That's pretty much on everything. So Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, you name it, it will be there. We are committing to a full-time streamer schedule because we handed our retail notice in, and today was our last shift. So going forward, it'll be Monday through Friday, and it will start about 12 BST. So if you want to tune into that, you can feel free to do so. We'll play a variety of stuff, but if not, any and all support would be greatly appreciated, especially in terms of Hammer, and especially in terms of this channel, where we will have the Challenge Cups coming back very soon as we gear up for yet another invitational journey. And I hope you'll follow us on EU_ARMS. It's European_ARMS on our Twitter. Obviously, we've got the YouTube, and if you would like to join our Discord, the description below will send you there. Without further ado, my friends, that is all we have time for. So, I have been Tamashi Kanjo.
And I have been Hammer.
And we have absolutely loved having you both as players and as spectators, and also a massive shout out to those behind the scenes, because we would not be here without you all running this stuff in and of itself. So thank you all, take care of yourselves, and stay fresh.